Kevin, yeah, Martha's here. She wants to give you a kiss.
Shut up, Ma. I'm with my friends.
Hi, Mrs.
Krabappelwitz.
What are you doing down there that's so important?
Well, you see, to put it simply, Ma, it's time for Talkin' Nerdy, the nerdy talk show where I ask my guests to talk nerdy to me. Oh my, indeed. You are listening to Talking Nerdy, that nerdy talk show where I ask my lovely, lovely guests to talk nerdy to me. Oh, tonight we've got some new faces, or rather new voices, because you can't see me. You don't know if I'm naked right now. Oh, I'm not, just for the record.
But I am.
Yeah, we've got Kwawe down here with us.
What up?
He's a new nerdy friend of mine, and I'm so glad he made it down here finally.
Name's Kwawe Baker. I got my own show here on WLMC.
That's very true.
We call our show the World's End Recording Booth. We're on every Tuesday, 6 to 8. Check us out. Totally gonna plug myself at least 5 times throughout the course of this.
Don't worry. I shameless plug all the time. You know, just like how I mentioned to you earlier that I have a Twitter account and it's at DJ Frost WLMC, right?
Is it?
Totally crazy.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, yeah. Also, your co-host, Leo, is going to come down soon. We don't know when, but he's on his way. We know this much.
I'm currently one half of the World's End team. I got one other partner. His name is Leo Garbos. He'll be sure to introduce himself in full when he gets here, but right now he's a bit busy.
Oh, yes. Well, you know, doing nerdy things takes time and effort, as you know.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He's probably getting all ready.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, that's
no,
pretty
he's
sweet.
getting prepared, looking up nerdy things, whatever you do to get ready for these talk shows.
Oh, I don't do anything. I just come down and start talking.
Oh, okay.
And you know what? It seems to work out pretty well.
All right.
But yeah, no. In honor of you guys being down here, I named this episode Nerds at the End of the World because, you know, we're nerds in a basement. We're not at the end of the world. We're just in a basement.
Are you gonna take credit for the name I made?
No. But I took your suggestion.
Oh.
yeah. That's kind of how it goes. I take suggestions and I just put them on the. Yeah. For those of you listening on YouTube, thank you so much. You're awesome. Subscribe if you haven't, because I want subscribers. Like, my goal for my YouTube. You know I had a YouTube channel, right?
Yeah.
My goal is to hit 100 subscribers by the end of the year.
Oh, that's a mighty high goal.
Well,
considering you're starting from 0.
No, I've got 37. I will have you know I have 37. And that number's been padded by the fact that I've been doing streams, and I'll get to that in a moment. But when I get to 100, I'm able to customize the URL. So, yeah, currently it's youtube.com/number, just this whole garble of just things. And I can't say, hey, check us out on YouTube at youtube.com/E67454. Yeah, no, it doesn't work. So I want to get to 100 subscribers so I can actually customize it to
that's the dream.
Talking
that's the
nerdy.
goal.
Yeah. That would be the ideal.
If you can get a custom URL, then that's game.
It would be awesome, and then I'd be much happier. Like, I do this as a hobby. I know that I'm probably not going to make it as a professional streamer, but who knows?
Who knows? Also, just got a text. You're getting 2 new subscribers from my mothers. Shout out to them.
Oh, yeah. That's freaking awesome.
Oh, God.
Hey, you know what? I love everybody. It's
cool. Yeah. No, absolutely.
But anyway, going back to the streaming thing, I've been streaming Pokemon Platinum recently. You know, 4th generation, the 3rd game in the series.
Ugh.
Oh, no, 4th generation is the best.
Ugh.
It's my favorite. Really? You don't like 4th gen?
My bias aside. Continue.
Your bias aside, yeah. And I've been really enjoying playing through it because, again, it's like my favorite game in the Pokemon series. That is. My favorite game, actually, we can talk about in a moment. But, yeah, no, it's been so much fun. I've been chatting with people last Saturday. I did my first Pokemon Platinum stream, and I had people listening from like England and Italy, and it was really cool talking to these people. Yeah, I feel really bad because it was like 4 in the morning over there. No, you know how it goes.
If they're up 4 in the morning watching a Pokemon Platinum stream, they have nothing better to do.
I mean, they might, but like literally they said, you know, I was about to go to bed, but then I saw a Pokemon Platinum stream, and I was just like, yes.
Oh man, that's your fault.
And it's kind of my fault. I felt a little bad, but like at the same time, I was honored. I was like, wow, these people are like talking with me and great, and we had a lot of fun, and I talked about a whole lot of random stuff. It was insane. And then again, I've sort of solidified the schedule for the streams. Now it's going to be Wednesdays. That works out better for me. And Saturdays can be complicated depending on if I go home to see my wife, because you know that's important.
Yeah,
I think. a lot of the time.
give or take.
Give her take. Yeah, no. She loves it when I come home, and I love going home. So yeah. So Saturdays get a little complicated.
Yeah.
So Wednesdays work out well, and I had a great few people coming through just yesterday, actually. And I hope some of them tune into this. I mean, it may not be their speed because, it's just looking at a picture the whole time and listen to us talk. But hey, whatever works, right?
Yeah, that'd be fun. I also love how we just spent the last 7 or so minutes plugging your stream.
Oh, no, we spent like 2 minutes.
It felt like 7.
Five of the minutes of our stream so far has been the intro music, which is just free YouTube music, but it's so awesome. I dance to it every time.
Oh, yeah, why not?
And then it's been the intro, and then it was us talking about ourselves. And then we talked about YouTube in the stream, and we plugged you, we plugged me. Now we should actually talk about something nerdy, huh?
Yeah. I do want to bring up the intro at some point, but maybe later.
Oh, yeah? What about the intro? Go ahead.
Oh, it was... Okay,
You want to know how and when and why?
No, I want to know, why, mostly.
Why?
I'm listening to this, I'm thinking to myself, is this a part of the show?
Yes.
Or is this the introduction to a weird, song, Weird Al?
So,
no,
a few years ago, a couple years ago, at the start of this show, we had this very good friend of ours.
Yeah.
His name is Kevin Krbopowitz.
Uh-huh. Oh.
It's not me or anything, I promise. Not at all. And we had a web series sort of thing going where we recorded just random events in Kevin's life.
Yeah.
But the first thing we recorded ever was the intro to Talking Nerdy.
Which was what we just witnessed.
And it's so great because it fits. We are literally right now in a basement, and we are literally nerds in this basement. And you know what we're doing? We're talking nerdy.
We are talking...
We're talking very nerdy.
Not yet, but soon.
I don't know. We're on the show, so we're talking nerdy. That's all I got to say about that. Mm-hmm. And we talk. You know what? Video game streaming is nerdy. I'm gonna say it right now. Just saying.
I think that might be the unpopular opinion.
Maybe. No, wait. There's no way video game streaming isn't nerdy.
No.
No, there's just no way. That's just part of it. But anyway, so we recorded that. But the best part about that? We were all sick. So our voices were all particularly nasally and high pitched. I can do Kevin's voice on a good day.
Yeah.
Hey, my name is Kevin. Yeah, no. And the other reason we went for it is because the cringe factor was there.
Oh, absolutely.
We can't forget where we came from as nerds. We came from the cringe into the light. A little bit. No, I mean, we can't really say that we have because we're still in the basement.
No, we always return to the cringe.
Oh, of course,
absolutely. It's
our heritage.
We never truly leave.
No, of course not. So that's why it came about, and it was ad-libbed. Every last bit of that was ad-libbed. We just started recording, and that's what happened. Some of the stuff we recorded, though. I have to find those files because they are something else.
Oh, maybe you'll be willing to share them on stream.
I used to, and then we changed the format of the stream. So I used to do topic talk. So it was 10, 15 minutes at a time, and that just didn't flow well. It wasn't as good a show. It's a lot better when we flow naturally, like we are doing now.
Yeah.
Now, I keep looking over at you, but instead of you, I see Hatsune Miku, you brought Hatsune Miku Nendoroid to the stream, and it's amazing because she's just sitting there being cute.
Yeah.
And for those of you who don't know, a Nendoroid are little Japanese figures.
It's an action figure.
Yeah.
It's a movable Barbie.
Yeah, kind of. It's
That's
in the chibi
tiny.
Style, though.
It's tiny. It has a big head.
Yes.
It's a Barbie.
Yeah, it's a chibi style action figure. Yes. But they're usually of nerdy things, almost exclusively, actually, I believe.
Yeah.
So Hatsune Miku, the Vocaloid, the virtual pop star, for those of you who didn't know, who it's her 10th anniversary this year, I believe.
Yeah.
So that's pretty exciting.
My mother's must be so confused. This is all nerd lingo, and I can only looking at it from an outside source. I can only imagine someone looking in and saying, "What are they talking about?"
My mother is the same way.
What is a Nendoroid?
Yeah, a Nendoroid. That's just the name of the product. Mm-hmm. I think they're put out by the Good Smile Company. Yep, the Good Smile Company puts out all kinds of product for nerds.
Barbies.
Basically. Yeah. Call them what you will.
They put out expensive glorified action figures. Some of them don't even have action. Some of them you just kind of look at.
Yeah. And those are statues. They're called statues.
And they're $300 worth of looking at.
Oh, I never spend that much on a statue. I wait for I go to cons and I will buy them at cons because they're always cheaper.
$250.
No, I never spend over 40 on them. Like, I don't need the 1/20th perfect scale. Every detail is hand painted and sculpted. Like, I want they're going on a shelf and they're going up fairly high on the shelf.
See, then you're not a nerd. Then I got to revoke your nerd card.
No. You haven't seen my house. My house, our bedroom is half bookshelf. And that is full of manga and light novels.
Oh my God, dude.
So, okay, you go into my living room, we have our TV, and around the TV, I have maybe 100 amiibos, and above that is my anime collection, and above that is my nerd, Nendoroid, and statue collection. Yeah.
Oh God, and I thought I was bad.
Oh, yes. My wife loves it when I bring home new nerd swag.
Goodness.
And then if you look over to the left, you'll see my shelf where I keep all of my Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
And my Pathfinder books. Yeah, I have nerd swag at every inch in our house. Our bathroom is the only safe haven for it.
Oh, thank God.
No. Our bathroom's like a toilet and a shower. Like you don't decorate that.
No, you don't.
Stuff.
You never decorate the bath. The most.
No, we decorated it, but just not with nerd swag.
Oh, absolutely.
No, yeah. So like our kitchen is full of it. Our bedroom, our living room. Yeah, everywhere that isn't the bathroom is full of nerd swag. Heck, even our storage unit in our basement is full of it because that's where we put the boxes and things.
Yeah.
So yeah, actually for our wedding, our wife and I received an amazing piece of pottery that we have a friend who's really good at pottery.
Yeah.
Like, it's her job. And she made a custom bowl for us, which has hand-painted Natsu and Lucy from Fairy Tale in it. And they're like smiling, and it's just like the best thing ever. It's a piece of art with nerd swag in it, and it makes me so happy whenever I look at it.
It's like an infestation. I'm just imagining your house as this like colorful and
it is colorful.
as like not offensive as I can put it, like a splash of colors mix matched and just infestation. That's the only way I can describe it.
It is tasteful though. Have you ever seen like those not so tasteful places that are like it's just chaos?
Well, see, then you're stepping into episode of Hoarders.
Yeah, no, it's not Hoarders. I have to keep everything neat and nice, or else it gets put in a pile and said deal with it, or it's thrown away. So I keep everything neat and nice and organized. Yes.
Yeah.
So it is curated in a way. We don't buy just every little thing that comes up. We pick and choose what exactly we want. So, and we do a pretty good job about that. I mean, where we're the worst is our manga. Since we have been married, we have bought 2 more bookshelves. And we're looking at getting another one.
Are we talking like full size?
Yeah, full-size bookshelves.
Oh.
Yeah, no,
That's a...
I've been married less than a year, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They're really small books, too.
They are.
They can be.
They can be. I mean, their width is about... Yeah.
Well, it's like a Scott Pilgrim book.
Yeah.
You essentially have what I'm imagining 2 bookshelves full of hundreds of volumes of Scott Pilgrim.
My wife just sent me a message. If my friend once said that if someone broke in to rob us, they'd walk in the living room, laugh, nerds, and then leave.
Oh,
and they'd be correct.
That's the mental image I'm getting here. I feel like if anyone walks in, they're gonna get the overwhelming urge to just yell nerd and then book it.
And I'd be like, thank you.
I'm happy you have no shame about that. I'm happy you're proud.
I'm sorry. You're talking to the host of a nerdy talk show. Do you think I have shame about my pride in being a nerd?
Sometimes I can only hope.
No, never. I will never be ashamed of being a nerd.
All right.
Not once. Hey, you're the one who brought the Hatsune Miku down.
Hey, shut up. Quiet. We don't talk about me. We talk about you.
We're talking about us.
We shame you.
No. We don't shame on the show. No. We celebrate.
Yeah.
And speaking of celebrations, Nintendo did a surprise direct today.
Ooh.
For the Switch and 3DS.
Yeah.
Mostly. And they announced some really cool stuff.
I was checking that out, and oh my goodness, it's amazing. So
first of all, they're doing Dark Souls on the Switch, and they're releasing an amiibo for Dark Souls.
I saw that
on the Switch.
I saw that.
that's gonna appeal to like everybody who likes Dark Souls.
Basically,
It's
we all want an amiibo for Dark Souls.
It's
Anyone who's ever played Dark Souls wants one. Anyone who's never played Dark Souls wants one.
I mean, it's literally the
it's the Praise the Sun.
Yeah, it's the Praise the Sun.
Which the Praise the Sun is essentially imagine the
it's a knight in armor
doing the Y of the YMCA.
That's exactly what it is. While looking up and looking fabulous.
Oh, it's
amazing.
Fantastic.
Friggin' awesome.
And I want every part of it.
Oh yeah.
I want everything that amiibo has to offer.
Yeah, a friend of mine just said, if you want more proof that I'm a nerd, look at my car. Because my license plate is the letters LV space ANIME. I love anime, and that is what my license plate says. Yeah. My license plate literally says love anime.
I just had like every last gear in my brain was turning like
trying to put that all together.
What does that say? What is he spelling?
No, it's to the point where people around here just go, "Oh, you're the guy with the anime car." I'm like, "Yep. That's me."
That's great. Oh,
it's pretty awesome.
So, can I just say how excited I am for the fact that they are bringing Super Smash Bros. For the Switch, and I don't think it's gonna.
It's not gonna be a port.
No, that's what I'm so excited about because I was talking to some of my friends literally 2 months ago. We were playing ARMS, and they were like, "Yo, if they make Smash for the Switch, it's gonna be sick." And I said no. I said nay. It's if anything, it's just gonna be a port because that's what Nintendo does. But no, they
Nintendo
come out
doesn't port Smash Bros.
No, they
don't.
They never have, and I don't know why. I don't know why I thought they would have, but I just did. But then to see that they are releasing something that doesn't at all look like a port, that looks like its own fully fleshed out Smash Bros. Game
with Inklings from Splatoon. First of all, you're getting the Inklings. Second of all, Link. They showed a brief shot of Link. And it's Breath of the Wild Link.
Which is amazing.
Which is awesome. I mean, I bet you that might be... Wait, they might be doing alternate skins more in depth than they have in the past. So, like, in the past, you could change your color by scrolling through, and you could change... Some characters had different options, like Bayonetta turned from first Bayonetta 1 to Bayonetta 2.
Wario had, like, classic Wario, and then, like, biker gang Wario.
And WarioWare. That's WarioWare.
It's WarioWare?
WarioWare the game, yes.
Gotcha.
It starts out WarioWare because that's his most recent iteration, and then it goes into classic Wario, the greedy, not plumber.
Yeah.
Then Cloud had his before Aeris' death, and then after I call him normal Cloud and emo Cloud.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because it's totally emo Cloud.
Shulk had his standard outfit,
and then his bathing suits,
which was the best addition to Smash Bros.
I would love to. Zero Suit Samus had her Zero Suit, and then she also had her what can only be described as exercise clothing.
But forget that though.
Yeah,
like seeing Shulk. In what is essentially underpants.
No, it's
was
absolutely
the highlight of my life.
It's pretty. It's like, you know what? I can't take you seriously right now, Shulk. You're in a fighting tournament in your.
How can you not take him seriously?
No.
He has the body of a god.
Oh yes, well, very much so.
I love that man.
But what I'm really sad about Xenoblade Chronicles is the first game was so amazing, and the follow-up games haven't hit the mark as well.
Hey, don't talk. I don't know about 2 that well, but don't talk smack about X.
I played X. I played it.
X is amazing. Xenoblade Chronicles X is amazing. I think it holds up just as well as a spiritual successor.
Well, the actual successor is 2, so I suggest you play that.
I will
eventually
when I get a Switch.
Yeah. Well, now's a great time because not only is Smash Bros. Coming.
Oh yeah.
Dark Souls is coming.
Dark Souls.
I believe they announced. So there was a working title for a game called Project Octopath Traveler. It is a 2D, 3D side-scrolling RPG with 8 different paths, 8 different main characters you can take along. Fully voice acted. The whole game is fully voice acted. And it's amazing. And I played the demo, and it was phenomenal. Just so phenomenal. The game was... It blew me away that they gave you that much in a demo. Like, just a smidgen in this demo. And I wanted to play the whole game right then and there. Well, they introduced 2 new main... So the demo was also submit your suggestions.
Yeah.
They took every suggestion seriously, looked them through, and incorporated them into the game. So they put out a little bit of a video a month ago maybe about, we made some of these changes, don't worry. And then today during the Direct, they had a little 2-minute clip of everything. So like not everything. They introduced 2 new main characters, so they have fully released 4 of the 8.
Yeah.
And they introduced the release date, which is going to be July 13th of this year.
2019. Oh.
18, yep. Well, it's been in production. And they gave it a full name. It is Octopath Traveler. That is what the
Okay.
game is going to be called.
That's the full thing.
That is. Yep.
Well, that sounds
Apparently
exciting.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is better than Xenoblade Chronicles X. This is from a real hard fan of this. So
Okay, well, what I have to say to you is
you have to play it first.
thank you for your input. I will be sure to play it as soon as possible. I will not say that X is better than 2. I will say that X as a standalone game and a spiritual successor to Xenoblade is phenomenal. I think it's a fantastic game. And I'm willing to
enjoy
take
playing-
that fact to court.
You don't have to, because we here on Talking Nerdy respect each other's opinions.
Oh.
Yeah. It's funny how that works. I mean, yes, the nerd community will go to war over things like this.
Oh, yeah.
But when it comes down to it, the nerd community is pretty solid. Like, if somebody on the
absolutely.
outside goes, "Hey, your thing's stupid," everybody goes, "Shump." Excuse me? Doesn't matter if they're mid-ship war.
Pardon me.
It's like, even if they're mid, like, shipping war.
Yeah.
And you know how tough the shipping wars get.
Oh, I can get real tough.
Oh, yeah. So they go mid-shipping war. They'll stop, say, 1 second. Okay. You can't call us.
Here's where you're wrong, son.
Yeah.
Let me learn you something.
And like then the person backs off because you can't deal with a full force angry nerds.
Oh,
You
it's
can't.
it's the most terrifying thing in the world.
I agree.
I've never met anything more terrifying other than Macho Man Randy Savage. He's scary.
He's pretty scary.
He's very
He's
scary.
insane.
He's
He's legitimately insane in the head.
God
like, yeah.
rest his soul.
Oh yeah.
But no, yeah, Angry Nerds is terrifying.
They are nerds are great people. We are probably the most accepting community on the planet. I will put forth as people who have been bullied, people who have been excluded from everything. We accept everybody.
Yeah.
Just don't screw with our fandoms.
Oh, absolutely. like the beauty of it is so long. Oh, geez.
You're not gonna have a
It
fight.
sounds so not hypocritical, but just so wrong to say the beauty of the fandom is so long as you don't disagree, we won't hate you. There's something really
But
awful
here's the thing:
about
we
that.
don't hate based on anything that normal people hate on. We hate on your decisions in the fandom.
Well, yeah, but it's kind of like but it's very representative of the worst parts of humanity. Like if you don't agree with the majority on this fact, oh, okay, well, like you're wrong, and you are dumb, and you suck. It's like, oh wow, and there have been many times where I've gone out of my way of saying, hey, I think that. I don't think this is a bad game, or I do think this is a bad
Right.
Like, I think that this is great. I don't think this is great. X, Y, and Z.
How about OTPs versus no TPs?
I'm not going to get into that argument.
No, we can't. That's kind of like one of those things you don't get into unless you hate somebody.
Oh, absolutely,
like
never.
you go, I respect your opinion, and then leave it at that. That's how you do.
And then you never talk about it again.
Oh, yeah,
You never
exactly.
bring it up. But it's so. It's so.
I'm sorry. Somebody one-upped us, and they mentioned crazy fangirls.
Oh
Yeah, we can't beat that, actually.
no.
No, you really can't beat a crazy fangirl. They are, they're kind of the penultimate, they are the ultimate, crazy.
Well, it's kind of it's our version of an extremist.
Yes, it is.
They are devout to their cause. They will do whatever it takes at any time to defend their ideal, their firm, unshaking grasp on whatever they believe to be true. And they have armies of people willing to defend that one truth. And it is
even if it's
terrifying.
wrong, even if it's wrong,
Even if it's
fundamentally wrong,
Yeah.
doesn't matter. Just doesn't matter.
It will.
By the way, it doesn't matter who or what you are, you will fangirl out about something.
Oh, absolutely.
It transcends all
It's
physical
true.
barriers. It is pure spiritual at that point. It really is. It's like
Fangirling is a spiritual path.
it really is. You just fangirl, and it doesn't have to be negative.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
far from it.
Yeah.
Like there have been times, actually just last week, I fangirled about, my Pokemon card collection because I made this really cool deck. And I love my Pokemon deck. It's super cool. It's not a good deck. It's like on the competitive scene, it would probably get destroyed. But you know what? I love it because I put it together myself. And I went on like a 20-minute rampage of just pure nerd joy.
Yeah.
That's the good aspect of it.
Yeah,
the
that's
bad
the beauty.
aspect of it is when you add crazy in front of fangirl, that's when you get what we were just talking about.
Yeah. That's when you cross into the extremist territory of being a nerd.
Oh, yes.
And it's...
Extremist nerds are very, very scary. Like, shall we mention Homestuck for like 5 seconds?
Let's not.
Yeah, okay. That was its 5 seconds.
That was that conversation.
Yeah, that's all we're gonna say because oh my god. Yes. Anyway, moving on with the Nintendo Direct. There was a lot of cool stuff.
I hate Homestuck. I will fight anyone who thinks otherwise.
And I'll help you.
Please don't. I don't want to drag you into this mess.
No, I'm with you there.
Oh really? Oh excellent.
They're at my local con that I go to every year. They're those people.
Yeah.
They are the people who go, oh, it's those people.
Well, in less vague
People.
terms.
Yeah, we don't say that about a lot of people, but it's like how the outside world looks at us when we're all in cosplay and walking through the mall. It's like, it's those people. And we go and turn around and go to the Homestucks and go, it's those people.
Funny how that works, right? Because in every community, in every clique, there is always those people. No matter where, and it's a
and just there are those people who everybody agrees are those people.
Yeah. But even those people will go to someone, they will walk into a restaurant, see another group and say, those people. It's a never-ending cycle that happens no matter where you go.
And we don't even have to describe this, and people at home are going, mm-hmm.
Oh, absolutely.
I know exactly what you mean.
Because we all know it. You don't even have to be a nerd to know it. The funny thing about it is that you can walk downtown and have that thought 5 times over.
It's that person.
Yeah, and it doesn't.
I bet you they're one of those.
Yeah,
people.
It doesn't even have to be about anything nerdy. You walk down, you see the crew walking with their J's, and it's like, oh, those people.
Pretty much.
Nothing against shoes, but it's anything. It is anything.
It just those people always disagree with whatever the general consensus is.
Absolutely.
And it's not in a good way. Like, yes, we celebrate different thoughts and different opinions. That's how we have good discourse. Yeah. That's how the nerd community grows.
Yeah. I feel like that's how any community grows.
Yes. But then there are those people.
Well, there's the immovable people, who are just kind of fixed, stuck in their own ways, and that's true of any community.
Extreme stubbornness is what I like to say.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's true of any community, nerds and others alike.
Just the whole world runs on that concept. Like, there are people who are just those people.
Absolutely. And they're going off the tangent of nerd talk. There is...
Oh, but did I mention we talk a lot about tangents on this show?
Oh, awesome.
Tangents are fine.
Yeah.
And welcome.
Yeah, I think there is something a bit admirable about such unwavering beliefs.
I don't know if it's admirable or just pure stubbornness.
Well, I think
there's something to respect about their stubbornness, for sure.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's admirable. There's something to respect about pure stubbornness, especially when someone knows they're wrong. It's annoying, but I've always found that when I watch someone, say in the classroom, for example, I think we can all relate to this. We've all been students at some point. Say in the classroom, you're in the classroom, right? And there's this one kid who just doesn't get it. And he doesn't get it because he doesn't understand one simple fact about the course material. And no matter how hard you try to explain that, they just don't get it. They don't get it because it doesn't align with how they view the world. And you think to yourself, wow, if I could be as unshakable as this guy, I'm sure...
I bet you I'd be awesome at whatever I'm trying to do.
Absolutely.
If I had the patience of that person, yes.
It's like this. It's like the path of a juggernaut, I guess. You're constantly moving forward, never wavering, and there's something to be respected in that. But there's also, it comes with its fair share of
hurdles.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, if you're that kind of person who has a really just awful view, like, all people should be murdered and thrown into a pit. Like, just for example.
Whoa.
Hey, I'm trying to think of somebody that nobody would like.
That's an extreme example.
Well, I'm not going to name any specific groups because I don't want to like hurt anybody's feelings.
Oh, absolutely.
But like, the person who wants to kill everybody is somebody that everybody can agree is not a good person.
Yeah.
So like,
except for that guy.
Yeah.
So firm in their beliefs.
Yeah, if it's to that extreme, like maybe we should talk you down off the wall. But like somebody, like you were saying, in class or in a nerd fandom who has that ideal, who's going to stick to their guns no matter what.
Yeah.
There is something to be respected.
There is something that I admire personally, to be so unshakable. But yeah, I'm equally as fine being fluid and ever changing.
You want to know something funny?
What?
Call of Duty thought today was the best day to announce that Black Ops 4 was coming out.
Yo, Black Ops 4. Oh no.
Yeah, no.
Today was not a good day.
No.
Today was
headline
not a good day.
Kotaku put was, in case you missed it, Call of Duty 4 is coming out. Black Ops 4 is coming out this year. Looks like October 12th is going to be the launch. And I'm like, cool. The Switch announced all this. What you got?
Yeah, like that is the worst time to announce something.
I bet you they were originally going to do it, and they didn't know what Nintendo was going to announce because Nintendo was very, very clamped about.
Oh, absolutely.
They don't leak much. If something is leaked about a Nintendo product, it was intentional.
Yeah.
So
they know what they're doing up there, I feel.
They very much do. They've been doing it for a long time.
They've been doing it for years.
Let's see. They've been around since the 1800s.
Did you know Nintendo started out with trading cards?
They started as a toy company, so trading cards, specifically Hanafuda cards,
Yes,
were the core of their company. And then it wasn't until the 80s with the Game & Watches and whatnot that they started branching into electronics, and now they're kind of back to their roots a little bit because they're putting out the Amiibos, which are toys, but they also interact with their
games,
electronics,
which is really fun and awesome and cool.
It really is. I'm glad to see them go back to their roots. I mean, I only own like 100 of Amiibos.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I really do.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
To be fair, though, like Activision did it first with Skylanders.
Yes and yes.
So I think they kind of deserve the credit.
Kind of.
Amiibos wouldn't exist without. I just want to.
Maybe. Who knows?
They probably would have.
Maybe. Like, let's be real. That technology was built into the Wii U pad.
Yeah.
Before the Amiibos were even announced.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure because you can't know unless somebody from Nintendo mentions.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, unless somebody comes out and says it, you're never gonna know.
And they're so like close-lipped too.
They have to be tight-lipped.
They have to.
Like, they weren't tight-lipped with the Wii, and how fast was that poached? Like that concept.
Oh,
as soon as the Wii came out and was announced, like all these other companies jumped on board and were like, oh, we're making all these motion controls too, right?
Yeah.
Right?
But the Wii still blew them all out of the water.
Did. And the Switch has already blown it out of the water. 55 million Switch units have been sold.
Oh, I love Nintendo.
In a year. 1 year.
Yeah.
55 million.
That's impressive.
That, I believe it is more successful than the PlayStation was in its first.
Yeah. Can you call it a wrap at that point? Can you say, hey, I think we've done a good?
Yes. They have done a good, and they're continuing it
to do a good.
they could drop it now and be like, yeah, we made all this good stuff. Let's move on to the next project. No, they're like, no, we're not going to let this die. We're just gonna let it go. We're gonna keep going with it.
Yeah, well, it's only been out for a year, so it's I would assume that they wouldn't let it die.
It was early. A year, like within a week of today. It's been a year.
Yeah,
I think it was March 3rd.
You want to speculate? You want to debate? Why do you think the Switch had such widespread success, especially after the financial flop of the Wii U?
Because, the reason the Wii U flopped was because it was marketed poorly.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't all Nintendo's fault. It was a lot to do with the big retailers like GameStop and Target. The employees were like, oh no, it's just an addition to your Wii. You don't really need it. And wasn't though.
It wasn't really. It's kind of its own thing.
It was. And I love my Wii U. I played my Wii U until I got my Switch.
Yeah.
And I still play my Wii U sometimes depending on what game I want to play.
Yeah.
But because the Wii U didn't do so well, and we know this, they're porting games over. People are like, oh, that was already in the Wii U. And I'm like, did you buy a Wii U? No. Well, now you get to play it on your Switch.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But the reason the Switch, I think, did so well, you're welcome to throw your own theory into this. When they announced it, it was the NX.
yeah.
Or they didn't announce it. It was leaked that there was the NX.
So, yeah.
And what's the NX? I heard it's a 3DS that's just going to be like console. And like, no, it's not going to be that at all. No, there's no way it's going to be. It's just going to be something else. It's going to be just another console. Yeah. No, the grain of truth was that it was going to be a portable system.
Yeah.
And then they got people like, here's what it can do. And we're like, oh, I don't know about that. It sounds really bad. I'm not sure I want to take my console with me everywhere.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Then they showed the trailer, and people were like, okay, I'm on board. Yep, I'm on board. Nope, I see.
Yeah, no, immediately on board.
No, immediately on board. Like, oh, okay, that's Skyrim, and that's Mario Kart, and that's
Madden.
And that's Breath of the Wild. Oh, my God.
My own theory is kind of very similar to yours. I think it was kind of this very subtle and gradual leak over a very long period of time.
And then they hit you.
I happened to be lucky enough to be able to watch the theories and hype affect some of my really good friends. I was in this group of nerds back towards the late end of middle school.
Oh yeah.
And this is when like the Nintendo NX stuff started coming out.
Yeah, it was like the Wii U had started flopping hard, and they're like, well, I've heard there's this NX thing.
Yeah, and this is when it started leaking. And so one day I went to my friend's house and I'm like, hey, what's new? And he said, yo, nothing short of the coolest thing to grace God's green earth. And he went on to tell me that there's this new console and it's this and this and this, but whenever I asked, well, how do you know what are the facets of it? He always was like, I don't know, but it might have this because this is here. They left the perfect amount of paper trail
and whether
to
it was
let people,
or not,
to let people kind of draw their own strings to connect. And what happened is that everyone ended up getting these own ideas in their heads, but the ideas were never too far off from what the Switch was going to be. And as more paper trails were dropped, the idea formulated slowly, and everyone was so interested in the theories, in what could it be, what is it going to be, and then finally they dropped it, and it was this massive relief bomb because everyone in unison was like, yo, there it is! Years of theories and everything, and we have it. We found it. We got it.
And it's better than what we thought.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the kicker.
I really hope
it was better.
It was amazing. I really hope that the levels didn't go too high
it
there.
Might have gotten a little bit high.
I think I might have gone a little bit into the red zone, but
it's okay. It's fine.
I'm a bit passionate about this. I'm really into it. But so
that's what makes us so awesome as nerds. Our passion just kicks to from 0 to 100 like that. No matter what it is, if it's something we're passionate about, boom, 1 to 100, and we're just going.
But continuing on, I also think that another big thing was that they had some of the best games right out of the gate.
They started with Breath of the Wild,
which is an incredible starter game. You are pulling full speed out of the gate, and you are continuing to go full speed even across the finish line. Right? It is amazing.
Well, the other launch titles weren't bad either, and that was the
and the other launch titles were great. You had other launch titles. You had ARMS. You had
ARMS wasn't a launch title.
ARMS wasn't a launch title?
No, that came later. Snipper Clips and 1-2 Switch.
Snipper Clips, 1-2 Switch.
And those were good games.
Well, ARMS didn't come too far after, right?
I don't believe... Let me double check the date on that.
Because I feel ARMS was, if I can kind of put my money where my mouth is, I want to say 1 to 2 months after the Switch came out.
3 months.
3 months, okay.
3 months. It came out in June.
I have no money to put my mouth. All right. So
it was really short after, but everything
it was very short
everything we're talking about is really short after launch.
Oh, absolutely.
We are just hitting that year mark.
Yeah, no, we are just now. So
remember April it came out. The Switch came out in March.
Yeah.
Then April hit and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe
Mario
came out.
Kart 8.
And like Mario Kart 8 was amazing. And Deluxe just made it better somehow.
We can go into that further if you want. I can talk about why Deluxe maybe made it better. But they also, you have Breath of the Wild on Switch. You have ARMS on the Switch. Suddenly, there's kind of like this decline. All the good games have been out enough. You've played them, and then they hit you with Super Mario Odyssey. The
you forgot,
trailer.
like Splatoon, which just carried the summer.
all those things.
Splatoon
but-
is still going, and Splatoon
Absolutely.
2 is getting the first paid DLC where you get to be an Octoling.
which is kind of cool.
Which is really cool.
But-
and then if you beat the it's a story mode. It's a second story mode.
yeah.
Which is nuts.
It's which is fantastic, I say.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, kind of as things started to slow down a bit, they put out Mario Odyssey, the trailer, and
Oh, yeah.
immediately everything sparks up.
well, not just Odyssey, but Fire Emblem Warriors.
Warriors.
Like,
I'm mostly
hit you hard.
I mostly single out Odyssey because that's probably, I feel like that's the game that got the most amount of from the audience.
In the Fire Emblem community, Warriors just got a what? Well, Fire Emblem is a community that's it's smallish, but it's passionate.
No, it's very passionate, but the Mario community is biggish and passionate to the
It
most
also
part.
had the nostalgia trip in it.
Oh, absolutely.
Mario Odyssey, just such a good game.
Yeah. But
yeah.
but the point is, okay, wait, I gotta ask: is this gonna be a thing that's gonna happen throughout the course of the night? Are you just gonna keep undercutting me every single time I make a point?
No, I'm just gonna support you with your points.
Okay.
yeah.
Mario Odyssey and Mario Odyssey
yeah.
came out, and we all loved it. Fire Emblem came out, we all loved it. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 came out, debatable.
It did not as well as people expected for some.
No, but I
yeah.
still think the consensus was when the first 2 weeks it came out, people were like, and then after that, people said, okay, it's fun.
Yeah, I
It's
think
fun.
once they patched out some of the launch things, which you really can't account for, I
Yeah.
guess, because playtesting in an Oddish. Oh, yeah. We have a hi from Oddish in the YouTube chat. So, hi, Oddish. Nice to see you here.
Who's Oddish?
I think Oddish was in one of my streams the other day. So, hi, Oddish.
Oh, hello, Oddish.
I mean, also, it's nice to say hi to Oddishes.
Oh, okay.
They're
Yeah,
friendly They're friendly grass Pokemon. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, no. Once things get patched out, it's kind of with Final Fantasy 15.
Oh.
That got forced out too quick. By the way, just throwing that disclaimer out there.
11
really
years in the making, too quick.
No, Sony pushed it. They told Sony we need more time, and Sony's like, nah.
No,
dude.
I know exactly what happened, and with all I think now. So I got the game when it first came out.
Yeah.
I love Final Fantasy 15, but yeah, no.
I heard it's a really good game, and when they patched it, it just became even better.
Oh, when it came out, it was a fun game. When they patched it, it was a great game.
And I heard they just released it on PC, and it's now a phenomenal game because the graphics off of PC, like it runs perfectly in like super ultra or something.
Oh, absolutely! Like it's well optimized for the PC, and because they've been working on it for the PC.
Yeah.
But PC is a phenomenal game. For the PlayStation 4, the graphics were already stellar.
Yeah, because it's a PlayStation 4. You don't
course.
get bad graphics on a PS4. I mean, you do. Really?
There have been a few.
Oh no.
There have been a few.
That's impressively bad.
Yeah, very rare, very far and few in between, but there have been
There have been a few. That kind of doesn't surprise me though. There's always that you know what I just found out part of the direct?
Yeah.
You know Okami?
Hell yeah.
You know Okami HD?
Hell yeah.
You know it's coming to the Switch?
Nah.
Dude, it's coming to the Switch.
Wait, Okami HD?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hell
yeah.
Right? It makes you happy.
Oh, I'm tingling.
And it looks so good. It looks so good. You're looking at your phone and smiling.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. No, Okami HD looks amazing. I already picked it up for the PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so much
I'm
fun.
gonna buy it on the Switch. It's coming May or something like that. I think May is just gonna be rough for me, dude.
all the new games.
The new games and Deadpool 2 is going to be in theaters.
Oh yeah.
And wait, is Infinity Wars coming out or the second one?
Oh, that's a good question.
I think that's coming out the month before. I think it got an earlier release, maybe to not coincide with Deadpool. I'm not really sure.
I would imagine they would. It's a strong marketing decision to not undercut your own product with something that more people are looking forward to.
Right. Well, previously they were separate, but then they just got it back, so they've got to. And also, in terms of the greater audience, I love the Avengers. Don't get me wrong, but Deadpool kind of has it in terms of popularity and what people are going to go for more.
Yeah, I think. Well, the reason I said what I said is because the Avengers has always appealed to a wider audience because they have this younger demographic as well as the older demographic.
They have more of the younger demographic for
absolutely.
sure, because the younger demographic can't go to Deadpool.
And that's what I'm what I'm implying. Like the younger demographic can't go there.
But at the same time, the older demographic
is
and it's gonna get people that aren't comic book people, because Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool was a match made in heaven. Like,
absolutely.
he was born to be Deadpool. I think I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Ryan Reynolds was born to be Deadpool.
We will say it until the end. He was born to play that role.
And if they ever do develop a way to turn him into Deadpool, I'm sure he will become Deadpool. I'm just saying. Just putting that one out there.
Just putting it out there. Real life Deadpool.
Yeah, he's... it's just going to be the cinematic... Oh, Black Panther just came out recently. I'm going to go see that tomorrow, actually.
Really?
I get to go see it tomorrow.
Oh, that's fun. Do you want to... Me and Leo actually just had a...
I don't want any spoilers. So we have a hard spoiler policy on the show.
Oh, we do?
None.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. There's a 5-year limit. So if it came out within the past 5 years, no spoilers. Past 5 years, we kind of talk about it. If it's like 10 years old, so if we were talking about Ocarina of Time, I'd talk through the whole plot.
Yeah.
Because that game has been out for a long time.
Darth Vader is Luke's father.
Oh, don't say. I can't believe it. He only said it in, Return of... The Empire Strikes Back. Oh, my gosh. Wow. That took me like 2 seconds to really put that together again.
Yeah.
My brain must be going. Oh, boy. No,
that would
somebody just pointed out, you don't have to be in the older demographic to watch Deadpool. It's just the film industry sees it as the older demographic is going to go see Deadpool.
Okay, you are right. You are absolutely right. Yes. You can be 13 and watch Deadpool.
I mean, the really bad things about Deadpool is the violence, and that's
Well, my thing is that I think a 13-year-old could walk into a Marvel's Avenger movie without parent.
Yes, I think so.
So I think that's this is me, audience. This is me talking. Just kind of talking and not knowing 100%. Like, I haven't looked up statistics about it.
Again, we don't look up statistics unless it becomes absolutely necessary, because that takes time, and time isn't us talking nerdy.
I like that. I like that quote.
I mean, I like being as accurate as possible. I'm going to say this very slowly and very clearly. I love accuracy more than anything else.
Absolutely.
I strive for it, and I try to very much put the best facts to the best of my ability forward.
Yeah.
We all make mistakes and things happen. So to the best of our knowledge, we are telling the truth. We're not here to lie to you.
Yeah.
Because that's just rude. And it goes against kind of the nerd code in a way. You don't lie about nerdy subjects.
Yeah.
You just don't.
There's no real benefit to doing so for either party.
Yeah, no, you're just going to... Everybody involved is just going to be upset.
Yeah.
We're not going to lie to you, but we're also going off of what we read on the internet. We know the internet is kind of...
See, there's the thing. Yeah. We're not going to consciously lie to you.
No.
We will never give you misinformation on purpose.
No, but the internet is the internet.
Absolutely.
And that's all we need to say.
And my jumbled brain is a mess. So sometimes I don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh, all the time. That happens to me all the time.
100%.
At a certain point, words start getting harder and harder. And I say things that don't make any sense.
Yeah.
But I just roll with it.
It's just the human condition.
It pretty much is. Terminally. I have a terminal case of the human condition.
Terminal case?
Yep, terminal case of the human condition.
I actually really like that.
We all have it. I hate to tell you.
Yeah.
But you have a terminal case of the human condition as well.
Just imagining now, like, on the set of Days of Our Life. Doctor, is he okay? He has a terminal case of the human condition.
Yes. I'm sorry, madam. I don't know how to tell you this, but it's contagious.
There's nothing
Everybody is born with it. Everybody has a case of the human condition.
I don't know what this is. I'm sorry. And then everything goes sepia toned thin. All that goodness.
And that's the end of that forever going thing.
Is Days of Our Lives still happening?
Probably.
Oh, I really hope so.
You know what? This is one where I will look it up.
This is what we're going to look up if Days of Our Lives is still running.
When I say I don't look up statistics, I mean statistics.
Yeah. But if we're looking up facts...
It's on still.
Wait, it is?
Uh-huh.
Okay, how many years are we looking at? How many years have this been going on? Because
Since
this was
1965.
Oh no.
Yeah, since 19.
Because this was a joke when I was in elementary school.
That's because it was made popular by Friends.
Oh, I love that show.
Because Joey was supposedly on Days of Our Lives.
Yeah, and now he's on Lives of Our Days. I don't know what is he doing in the
Matt
Friends?
LeBlanc. I have no idea.
I have no idea.
But he's awesome.
Yeah. No, he's a fantastic actor.
Oh yeah.
And a fantastic show. I don't think. Hey, Friends is great, and I don't think it gets as much love as it deserves.
I think it gets. Oh, I think it got the love it deserved back in the 90s.
Oh, absolutely.
when it was the thing.
Yeah, I think when people liked it during the age, people loved it.
You know what? I don't give it as much love as it deserves because Whose Line never got the love it deserved, and Whose Line was always competing with Friends.
Yeah.
Whose Line is it anyway? The show where everything's made up and the points don't matter.
Yeah.
That Whose Line.
That was a good show. I'm guilty.
They brought it back. They brought it back.
I heard about that. I'm guilty of only watching 2 episodes.
It's worth watching because it's amazing.
Yeah.
Also, the new host isn't Drew Carey, it's Aisha Tyler.
Yeah.
And she's a riot. She really is. And it's still the same Ryan Stiles and Colin Mockery. Those two are still on it. Wayne Brady's still on it. And then they got
Brady.
Yeah, Wayne Brady.
Uh-huh.
He was on it originally, and so were Colin Mockery and Ryan Stiles. And then, if we're really going back, we could stretch back to the 80s when it was on in England.
Yeah.
It started as a British show.
Yeah. I know that little piece of tidbit history.
Yeah. And it's
It's fantastic.
super awesome.
So since we're going back in time to the TV shows of our childhood, did you ever watch George Lopez?
I did, actually.
I liked that one.
That was a good show.
I thought that was fun.
It was pretty fun.
It was that and Drake and Josh were kind of like my Nickelodeon. That was my Nickelodeon dream team.
Back when I was a kid, it was like Ren and Stimpy.
Oh, yeah,
and the
yeah.
Brain, like Rocko's Modern Life. Things that would never be played on TV now, those were the things back then.
I watched my friend really loves Ren and Stimpy, and he showed me an episode. He forced me to watch it, tied me down, and
it doesn't make much sense, does it?
Well, I think it makes sense, but there are moments in the show that were so visceral and disturbing that I was like, this is a children's show.
This was a children's show.
It's making my spine tingle, and I'm an adult at this point.
Well, it was made for the adults in the the pretext of a children's show.
But, yeah, absolutely.
Well, they used to do that when cartoons were like in their 90s.
Yeah.
In the 90s. They made cartoons for children with content for adults.
It
so
was
that when adults were inevitably forced to watch the cartoons with their children,
they would enjoy it.
They got a kick out of it.
It was a very interesting dichotomy.
It really was. I wish they would do it more, but they don't much. I mean, I don't really watch cartoons anymore. I watch anime because anime is one of those things.
And we're back to anime. Full circle.
Full circle.
All right, so continue.
Anime is one of those things where they still do stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they get away with it beautifully.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, the best part about anime is it's not a genre. It is a style of animation.
Yeah.
In this country. So anime in this country means Japanese animation. Anime in Japan means animation in general.
Yeah.
Because they shortened it. Because they do that because why not?
Because they're cool.
They're pretty awesome.
They're like
I love the Japanese.
They're like hip and young, shortening everything, even though it doesn't need to be shortened. They walk down the street. Hey man, you want to grab a Mitch? That's short for sandwich.
Oh yeah, is it?
Yeah, but with an M for some reason. Because it's hip.
I guess. I don't know if
that's a little ebonics lesson for y'all. Mitches, sandwiches.
I think I'm just gonna keep calling it sandwich.
Well,
yeah.
See, that's the old in you talking.
No, sandwich.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh no.
Or the sandwich if you want to go classic.
Oh my.
Classic nerd, the sandwich.
My poor dude. You need to get with the times.
It's got to be the Mitch.
We're calling them Mitches now.
Okay.
That's what's happening.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. Okay. But yeah.
Apparently Matt LeBlanc is on BBC as a co-host of Top Gear.
Oh, seriously?
Really?
I thought Top Gear stopped.
Yes and no. So it didn't.
What an answer.
It did and it didn't. Because no, he's not on Top Gear. I think he might. Somebody told me he was on Top Gear. I think he's thinking of a different Matt. No, Matt LeBlanc is not on Top Gear.
Yeah.
No. So there is Top Gear still with different hosts because reasons, but Amazon made a show that was basically Top Gear and brought the old hosts onto it.
So it's...
I don't know. I don't really...
So Top Gear lives vicariously through this new show then?
I think... I'm not really sure. I'm not really into cars, so I don't really watch Top Gear. That's a friend. That's a question from my friend Steven, who is a super big nerd about cars, so he knows.
Does he come here often?
I live with him, so yeah, kind of. he doesn't come down here often, but I'll ask him for you.
Oh, that'd be nice. And throughout this entire conversation, I've been trying to think of cartoons that nowadays put in our children's cartoons in the context of they also have jokes for adults.
Rugrats. Go back and watch an episode of Rugrats. Some of the things Grandpa says are just perfect.
He is a man of golden tongue.
Yes.
He is amazing.
Like the time where he said, Tommy's mom says, "Oh, Lou, you're back. What were you doing?" "Oh, I was playing some Russian roulette with my friends." "Oh, did you win?" "I don't think you know how the game works." Yeah.
Oh,
that was verbatim. Also, the creators of Rugrats are huge Doctor Who fans.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you think
every time you
does this mean that we'll get the long-awaited Rugrats Doctor Who crossover?
I don't think so, but there were Daleks in the toy stores. Whenever the Rugrats were in a toy store, there was always a toy that looked like a Dalek.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I never noticed.
Oh, yeah. No.
Then again, I was.
Tommy Pickles carries around a screwdriver.
Yeah.
And he uses it to do everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Sound familiar, my dude?
Yeah. I have no idea what he's talking about.
Doctor Who carries around the sound.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Nerd license revoked.
No, we don't revoke nerd license.
I never
just use it as an opportunity to teach.
Yeah. I never noticed that, though.
When you get into it and you think in the mindset of Doctor Who when you're looking at Rugrats, it goes, oh, that makes sense. And remember the first All Grown Up, the special they did?
I remember the special existing.
Yeah, they go into a closet and tumble out in a different time period.
Oh.
I don't know. That's a little bit...
See,
I mean, it's got the time skip in there, but... But, like, it's also timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly.
Yeah.
A little bit.
The Rugrats All Grown Up, that
show was not bad.
It terrified me when I was younger. And not for any, scary monster sometimes, but rather, it made me realize as a child the existential nightmare of growing up.
In fact, we all do grow up.
Yeah, I'm gonna grow old, and I'm pretty sure one of the characters had, acne, and I said to myself, I'm gonna have chickenpox for the rest of my life? What? Dude, because that's what it was in my young child mind. I was terrified. What's up?
They updated the trailer on the Super Smash Bros. Website.
Yeah,
with the full trailer they showed it during their direct.
Yeah,
and it's crazy. It's what I saw before, but the fact that they're updating it and putting all this content out there.
Yeah.
But also the fact that they zoomed in on Link as Breath of the Wild Link. Yeah, they showed a clearer shot of it.
Yeah.
It's really Breath of the Wild Link.
That is very exciting.
It's super exciting. The last time Link got an update in Smash Bros.
That was Melee, right?
It was Melee.
Yeah.
And they turned him in. No, it wasn't Melee. It was Smash 3. It was Smash Bros. For Brawl. It was Brawl.
They updated.
He became from Ocarina Link to Twilight Princess Link.
Oh, that kind of update. I thought you were talking about update gameplay.
I don't think he's going to change moveset wise, but visually wise.
Okay, I would love if he changed moveset wise because I think Breath of the Wild has the potential for the different moveset.
Well, we have no idea. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah, what if for specials he did different things around the Divine Beast powers, I guess.
What about what if instead of his Final Smash now, it's the thing where he can slow time when he's shooting arrows.
Yeah.
And he goes, whooshing, and everybody stops moving. He goes, and then he shoots a guardian arrow.
Yeah.
And it just blasts him across the screen.
Oh, that'd be very fun.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
That'd be very fun.
Oh, yeah.
I like to, I don't think they do it, but I like to imagine when he blocks, it's the shield.
He always uses the shield. But.
No, not sorry. The
Oh,
from Breath of the Wild,
Daruk's
protection. Thank you. The force
Yep.
field that surrounds him. But that being said, I think that would be a more realistic down special. Daruk's protection.
Bombs are just kind
has-
of one of those things that you kind of have to keep because it's always been there.
It's a legend. It's a staple.
It's a staple
It's
for
a staple,
Zelda is to
yeah.
have bombs in an otherwise untechnologically advanced era.
Absolutely.
Except for like the hook shot and stuff, but like
I would love if, just as Breath of the Wild revolutionized the Zelda formula, I would love if they revolutionized Link by having him as Breath of the Wild's new character, new moveset. I think that would.
who's saying that they won't pull a young Link where they or young
they
or
have-
Toon Link where
yeah.
they have, Breath of the Wild Link,
Yeah.
Twilight Princess, Ocarina of Time,
Yeah.
just standard Link and Toon Link. I wish they had young Link again. Like young Link and Toon Link are same.
Aren't they the same person?
And I understand why they switched from one to the other, but like I loved playing as young Link. He wasn't as powerful as adult Link, but had more speed and was a smaller model.
So Toon Link.
Yes, but this was back in Melee where it was young Link. But yes, Toon Link is just a little off graphically, I want to say, for the Smash sort of aesthetic. Just a little bit. They did a lot better with Smash 4.
The same Smash aesthetic that we're talking about in Brawl.
Well, yeah, when they first introduced Toon Link in Brawl, he didn't fit in aesthetically as well.
Well, didn't they? I don't want to get into a battle of aesthetics.
No. I mean, you're welcome to your opinion. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just my opinion on the matter.
Yeah,
of course.
I thought he fit, and I'll leave it at that, right? Like I thought Toon Link was a nice change visually. I like how
I mean, I definitely understand why they did it for
yeah.
sure.
When I looked at Melee, Young Link and Normal Link, I enjoy the stark contrast of Toon versus normal versus Young and normal.
I get that, but Smash Bros came out. Melee came out before Wind Waker did.
Yeah,
So there was no Toon Link.
there was no
to
Toon
go
Link.
to.
No,
But they
And so
still
that's-
wanted that.
yeah,
They wanted to add more characters and weren't branching out into other
properties.
IPs.
Yeah.
So now we have Sonic and Pac-Man and people from non-Nintendo IPs.
Oh my goodness, Pac-Man is so cool.
Oh my God, he's evil.
He's so amazing. I got a friend who lives on the campus, and the Smash Bros tournament we held only like I want to say 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
He got all the way to the semifinals with Pac-Man.
Jeez.
I know, right?
Jigglypuff is a surprise star in Smash tournaments everywhere.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like-
he's.
Yes.
I mean, I always had faith. Jigglypuff represent.
Jigglypuff has always been hilarious because it's got the maneuverability of Kirby.
Yeah.
And then that down B.
Yeah, his rest, which is so hard
the way-
to land.
By the way, rest doesn't work like that in the games at all.
Never.
Not once. Rest puts you to sleep, cures your status condition, and
Brings you back to full HP.
brings you back to full health.
Yeah. But at the cost of now your Pokemon is asleep for the standard.
So in Generation 1, it was you were asleep as per the condition.
Yeah.
In Gens, I believe 2 and up, it was 2 rounds, nothing else. It was always 2 rounds. You slept for the next round, and then you woke up the round after. Yep, they standardized it because rest was subpar.
Yeah.
Rest now, you can do combos with it because there's snore and sleep talk.
Oh, sleep talk is a godsend.
Sleep talk. So I have every time I play Heart Gold Soul Silver, I will get a Snorlax through any number of means.
Yeah.
Sometimes I trade over a level 1 baby Snorlax.
Yeah.
For my dude to just walk around with a Snorlax from level 1 because why not?
Yeah, well.
And it's I always end up with strength, sleep talk, I believe body slam and rest. Oh, my Snorlax got a little hurt. Rest. Sleep talk. Oh,
then,
now there's a 66% chance it's either going to whoop you with a strength or paralyze and whoop you with a body slam.
So either way, you lose or you lose. And
or if you use rest again, I lost a turn, but I'm still at full health Lull.
Can Sleep Talk use rest?
Yes.
Oh,
Sleep Talk can use any move that isn't Sleep Talk.
Okay, I thought
Yep.
that exempt Sleep Talk and rest.
It randomly selects one of your 3 remaining moves and uses it.
This is some professional strats, by the way.
This is totally not a competitive strategy. It's just
this is absolutely competitive strategy. If you go into a Snorlax, give it Sleep Talk, rest, strength, and body slam, you will win 99% of the time.
Yep, against normal opponents.
No, competitive. We never lie.
Let's see. I'm actually
immediately going to.
I'm reading what the current Sleep Talk does. They always add certain things.
I feel like something always changes from generation to generation. One move gets an update.
Dude.
Wow.
So you know how they introduced Z moves in Sun and Moon? If you use Sleep Talk as a Z move, it does one of your other moves and turns that into the Z move that corresponds with it.
Oh, so you don't even need the corresponding
so
crystal.
say Snorlax uses Sleep Talk and has, for whatever reason, Fire Blast and Thunderbolt or Thunder,
which it can learn, right?
I think he can learn at least one of those.
I think he can learn. I
one
want
of
to
those
say Fire
things. But
Blast.
Then
then you have a super tornado of fire, a la fire.
Well, then it turns into whatever the corresponding Z move is. I don't know. Gigavolt Havoc is the electric type version, but
I can't remember what the flame one was, but all I remember is that it ends in a massive explosion.
Of course, it does. Metronome Z is also really crazy because it randomly selects a move and does that Z move.
I never
amazing.
thought about it like that.
It's crazy. So actually, there are moves that that Sleep Talk can't choose, and it's the ones that are either 2 rounds or you can't use Uproar as a Sleep Talk move.
Yeah,
because that would wake you up.
Yeah,
and it wouldn't work. But yeah, no, it's.
But you can still use rest while using Sleep Talk.
Yeah, that's not one of the Bard moves.
Yeah, okay.
So it's really kind of a crapshoot, but it's statistically in your favor.
Yeah, and it's better than nothing.
Yeah, I know Snorlax is used competitively, and apparently they made recent changes to Snorlax, which makes him super broken now.
Yeah, well, apparently isn't he? What is he? He's not a sweep. I think he's a stall. He's a staller.
He might be, but
you give him leftovers. You give him rest. You give him Sleep Talk. He is almost unbeatable.
There's an item that got an update.
Yeah,
and that item makes it broken.
I wonder what item that could be.
I forget. I'll look it up later. That is a more in-depth search that I'm willing to do.
Yeah, I get that because the old meta was leftovers. Sorry,
somebody in the chat has asked, "Do I like Z moves or do we like Z moves?" And trials from Sun and Moon. I'll let you answer first. I have a mildly strong opinion, but not really.
Yeah. Okay, so I think Z moves. Here are my 2 stances on it. Z moves as one of those classic gimmicks in the Pokemon game are absolutely fine. Z moves as a replacement to Mega Evolution are horrible. I love Mega. I'm not gonna say horrible. That's a bit strong. But I loved Mega Evolutions. It made me sad that they were less accessible. I'm pretty sure you can still Mega Evolve.
I think Ultra Sun and Moon fixed that. I think they are a lot more accessible. The Mega Evolutions. They are definitely not gone.
Yeah, well, that's good. Well, I knew they weren't gone, but when I played Sun and Moon, the original one, I'm still battling through Ultra Sun. When I played Sun and Moon, the original one, I was ashamed to see classic face from X and Y, Cinna, and the other person.
Oh, Dexio. Cena and Dexio.
Yeah, whatever. No one cares about him. I was so happy to see them, and then not see Mega Evolution. I didn't get to Mega Evolve when I Pokemon until the end of the game.
Well, that was the point. They wanted you to play through with the new mechanics.
Yeah, and I understand that, but as a replacement to Mega Evolution, I do not like Z moves. As a gimmick on standalone, I think they're absolutely fine.
I like them both in different ways.
Yeah.
I think certain Pokemon who aren't going to get Mega Evolutions, because I think they're done with that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Maybe I love some of the aesthetic choices they made with them, like Absol, became
Absol.
amazing.
Absol's nice.
I love Absol as a Pokemon.
Yeah.
I love Mega Absol even more because Mega Absol reminds me of Kanade from Angel Beats, and she's a super awesome character. Just the whole aesthetic really brought that to mind. But also, as a Pokemon, Mega Absol is friggin' awesome.
Well, yeah, suddenly, and the Mega Evolutions, what they did is suddenly all these other Pokemon that were originally kind of obsolete in some ways.
Or weaker. than they should have
I
been.
would consider Pokemon like Sableye and Lopunny. Now you have Mega Evolution, put them in your party, they're good. They can stand on their own. They are perfectly fine. And Pokemon that were already strong.
Lopunny was already pretty strong. It just was a pain to get Lopunny because
Yeah, that's true. That's
Baneri
true.
starts at 0 friendship, not 75 like everybody else.
Yeah, but yeah, Lopunny was
and
hard.
learns
Lopunny was a
frustration as
pain.
part of its normal move set, which stinks because when you encounter a wild Baneri in the wild in 4th generation and they use frustration, it's like the most powerful.
You are dead
It
immediately.
hurts.
But Mega Evolutions also made strong Pokemon stronger.
They did.
Garchomp, Megagross, Titanite, Tyranitar. That's his
I was like,
name.
Yeah, no.
It made Rayquaza straight broken.
It didn't. Rayquaza is just like, and no, Rayquaza was straight broken for 2 reasons. 1, Mega Evolution did not require a stone.
Yeah.
2, it's Rayquaza.
Yeah. No, it's an already legendary strong Pokemon made even more strong.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, but to
You know
go
what
back.
they could have done? They could have given Arceus a Mega Evolution and just been like, God of Pokemon with the highest stats in the game already
Yeah,
becomes even godlier.
that would be amazing.
How? But like, how?
I would love that. Oh, but I wanna finish the audience member who answered that question. You still listening? Because I'm about to finish the
They are
second
still
part.
there.
I'm about to finish the second part. I appreciated what the trials did for the game. I'm a massive fan of evolution in a game. I'm a massive fan of breaking away from a system and trying stuff new. I praise Breath of the Wilds
I was
for
about
that
to
regard.
go there myself.
I loved what the trials did because they added something new. I'm like some of these trials, one that sticks out in my head particularly, the trial for the flame guy.
Oh,
I forget.
Kwawe.
Yeah, thank you. He's
awesome.
He's a fun character, but his trial is fun because what you have is that you have was essentially the Marowak dancing.
Yeah.
You check them. It's essentially a find the difference game.
Yeah,
and then followed by a battle.
Yeah,
And
I mean, don't
really-
spoil the fun part about this find the difference game.
Oh, absolutely not.
But,
But the main thing is that to find the difference game, they'll dance and then
then something's always different.
and then there's a snapshot. Sorry, they dance with their snapshot. They dance again, there's a snapshot, and maybe one isn't holding the bone. That's not a spoiler. That's just an example.
Yeah, no, and their poses change just a little bit.
Just a little bit. And you kind of, it requires you as a viewer or as a player to not just simply,
It's not mindless running through battling trainer.
No, it's not. And it's really fun. And it's also,
yeah.
his is also a test of endurance because you have to beat all 3 Pokemon and then the final one before you can beat them. And I am stuck on that one because you don't get to heal up after each battle.
Nope.
You don't get to go to Pokemon Center, come back. It's difficult. But I like the trials because I think they're different. I think they're fun. I don't think they're deep. I really don't. I think
some of them are deeper than others.
Okay, yes. Sorry. Some of them are deeper than others.
Gym battles were never deep to begin with, so that's not
absolutely.
even a change.
No,
That's
it's not.
It's an improvement on that front.
Yeah,
anyway.
and so what we have here is that we have these trials that aren't too deep, but change a lot and give
Alola, yeah.
and give Alola such a distinct and different feel
And
from every other region.
It was a welcome. So, I am a Pokemon player from day one. Like
Fire Red,
Blue,
baby.
Yeah, no, Red and Blue.
Red and Blue. I
dropped.
started with Fire Red.
Oh yeah, Red and Blue dropped. I was there. Like, it wasn't necessarily day one, but within it coming out, I was there.
Yeah.
I had it.
Yeah.
And it was great. And it was like the coolest thing ever when I was a kid. Then the Pokemon cards dropped. Of course I had them. I still have them.
Yeah.
Who am I kidding? But like there's this whole thing about Pokemon and the formula, it didn't change. I mean, one of the reasons I appreciate Platinum so much in 4th generation was because Diamond and Pearl were amazing games. Phenomenal games.
My favorites, even to this day.
Yeah, pretty much actually. Platinum came along and was like, okay, I appreciate those gyms. we're going to change them up a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna make things just a bit better for you.
We're going to change how things operate.
Yeah, and then we're
Like
gonna
Gardenia's gym, for instance.
Yeah. Oh.
Gardenia's gym in Diamond and Pearl was super fun. It
Yeah.
was a hide and seek.
Yeah.
Where you got to find the trainers and find them and defeat them all. Gardenia's gym in Platinum is a clock where you have to defeat a trainer. The clock hands move. You defeat the next trainer. Clock hands move. Defeat the next trainer. Clock hands move. And then Gardenia.
It was very fun. It was simplistic, but it was just nice. It had a nice style aesthetic.
I literally just did this fight last night, Gardenia.
Yeah.
My gosh, I forgot how much harder the older games are than the new ones. They really are.
They're punishing. They're so punishing. And
if you make one mistake,
you're done. You're done, Skid.
So I let my poor Staravia, whose name is Airy.
Oh, you have a Staravia?
Staravia. So in Pokemon in 4th generation, actually in any game, if there's a Starly, I'm getting it because Staraptor is my favorite flying type.
Staraptor is a beast.
Staraptor,
Okay.
I love my Staraptor.
Have you beat that generation?
4th gen?
Yeah.
Only like 12 or 15 times.
Okay, sweet. Let's talk about our favorite teams after you do your thing.
But anyway, just did it, and my poor Staravia, I realized at a certain point that I was in a standstill with Staravia.
Yeah.
Because I gave it a Pecha Berry because I know Poison Barb is a thing on some of Gardenia's Pokemon.
Yeah.
Not Turtwig, not Cherim, but Roserade.
Roserade is a killer.
It is. Well, here's the thing. They used Sunspore. That misstep, because it's been so long.
Yeah.
So long since I played the games. That Sunspore threw me.
Yeah.
Staravia did not make it.
No.
Staravia whooped Turtwig. Unfortunately, Turtwig got the Reflect out, which is always bad.
Yeah.
Then whooped Cherim, and then Roserade came in and was just like, nope. And Staravia, I made the decision, instead of trying to heal potions every so often, to let Staravia go. Staravia already done. Aerie had done her job.
Yeah.
I'm proud of Aerie for what she did.
Yeah.
And then I sent in my Grottle. And I was like, okay, Grottle, you gotta get him down.
Did Grottle die too?
No, Grottle, I switched out. Now, one thing that I had in my party, which I'm training up, because I'll go into what my party will probably end up looking at like in the end.
Yeah.
I had just caught a Bronzor. Because Bronzor's pretty cool. I like Bronzor. So I sent out Bronzor. And I was like, okay, Bronzor. Oh no, it got paralyzed. All right, Bronzor, either you hit with this attack, or we done.
Yeah.
Bronzor hit. Bronzor not only hit, Bronzor critically hit.
Oh.
Yep, I named Bronzor Resonance because I actually have two Bronzors.
Yeah.
One's name is Steely because Steely Dan. Because I could. But I wanted a Bronzor not with Levitate because while Levitate's a great ability, I wanted the Heat Proof Bronzor because fire types become a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
Somebody wrote hashtag Turtwig Lives Matter. You're right, Oddish. Turtwig lives do matter.
Nah.
Yeah, I love Turtwig.
Turtwig's
Torterra
cute.
is my favorite Pokemon.
All right, Turtwigs are cute. Torterras are badass.
Yeah.
I would never pick Tortwig as my starter.
No?
No.
Do you like Piplup or Chimchar better?
I'm more of a Chimchar guy myself.
I thought you were going that direction. So here's the thing about 4th generation. I don't dislike any of the starters.
Oh, well, okay.
It's just which one do I like better?
Yeah, that is the battle. That is the battle, isn't it? Granted, I don't like any of the grass starters from any generation.
Really?
Yeah, I've just never, except for Bulbasaur. I had good luck with Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur is the distinct winner in the gym battles for 1st generation anyway, based on type matchup.
Yeah, exactly. But so I never was much for grass types, but I would choose Turtwig above all the other grass types.
Yep.
Especially Snivy.
I liked Superior over Samurott and Emboar. I did. I guess if I were to pick a trainer type, I would be a grass type trainer.
Really?
Yeah, no, I love Bulbasaur. Actually, 2nd generation Cyndaquil all the way. I love Cyndaquil.
Oh, Cyndaquil's fun.
Cyndaquil's just adorable.
Cyndaquil's
It's just a
nice.
bundle of adorable hot fire.
Yeah.
3rd generation, I go with Mudkip because I like Mudkips. Mudkip.
Third generation. Does that one have Torchic?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Blaziken's awesome, and so
Blaziken's
is
great.
Sceptile, but Mudkip.
Yeah.
You know you can beat 3rd generation with just Mudkip. I'm serious. If you use Mudkip, evolve it up to Swampert, Because by the time you get to Watson, which would be its disadvantage,
Yeah.
it's already a ground type.
Oh yeah. So it has that coverage against.
It's got that immunity.
Yeah.
Too. So yeah, it's basically because Watson uses the Magnemite and Magneton. And you're just like, I got you, Watson.
You done.
You done.
You done. son.
Yep. But then, fourth generation, go with Turtwig. Torterra is my favorite Pokemon. Tied with Snorlax, but
Ooh.
depends on the day. But
Okay.
it's between Snorlax and Torterra. Fifth generation, I tend to go with Snivy. Sixth gen, Froakie. I love Fennekin.
Froakie, really?
I love Fennekin. I dislike Delphox. Just on an aesthetic level.
Yeah.
On a typing and moveset level, I love Delphox.
Yeah.
The aesthetic didn't. Chestnut really didn't do it for me in that generation. And Greninja
Oh.
is pretty sweet. Greninja is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Seventh gen.
Okay. I actually did pick. Okay, I did pick a grass type. I picked Chestnut, and I did like Chestnut because of a few reasons.
Yep.
Fighting grass.
That's a
was
combination.
That was a
that's really-
great combo.
We haven't
His-
seen. Well, actually, we'd seen the generation previous with Virizion.
Yeah, and then he had the unique move that was like Spiky Shield.
Oh, that
which was
yeah.
protect that deal damage.
Yeah, that was always really cool.
That was a very good move.
Also, it had the move, the hidden move, Bulletproof, which is really
That
cool.
was a great.
But tell me,
Yeah, what
how
up?
do you not love Rowlet?
Roll it?
Rowlet in
Rowlet?
7th generation into Decidueye,
Wait. Oh no.
Sun and Moon,
Oh,
Rowlet.
yeah, I do like Rowlet. Okay, here's
Decidueye is like boss.
No, Decidueye is great. I hate straight grass types, and I say hate, but I don't mean hate.
You
I don't-
dislike them, but you can't really hate on them.
Yeah, I dislike straight grass types, but I also decided to choose Rowlet in Alola because of the design. I don't like the way that any of them look, but Rowlet looked the least.
I don't know. Decidueye is really cool.
Well,
That's-
Decidueye is a badass Pokemon. It has
Yeah.
a great move.
Yeah, they just, I think yesterday or today, released a Pokemon Bank, which is the online storage thing, which is $5 a year. And people go, why do I have to pay?
I mean, well, you can
It's
transfer.
because it's $5 for a whole year.
Yeah.
And you can put all your Pokemon up there, and they won't get deleted if you like lose your game card.
Yeah, which is
But
good.
There's a thing with that. If you do something, you get all of the starters, Primarina, Incineroar, and Decidueye with their hidden abilities.
Oh, you're kidding me.
No.
Okay.
So the hidden ability Decidueye is long reach.
I know the hidden, and it turns melee attacks into
Long range
attacks.
Yep. So that
which
Leaf
negates, Leaf Blade hits, but it also negates things like King's Rocks, Rough Skin, all that
Static,
stuff.
yep.
Static, and it's, okay.
And all those moves that prevent make contact.
Yeah.
Yep. That Leaf Blade is now an arrow. Heck yeah.
It's so great. When I saw that on Bulbapedia, I was looking at the Pokemon one day because I was like, what moves does this get later down the line? I saw that ability. I thought to myself, how do I get this? Well, you couldn't until now.
They data mined that actually. And then, you know what's interesting about data mining?
What?
It's not technically illegal.
Because you bought the game?
I think it has to do with some sort of loophole in the law. But like, you're not stealing data. You're just cracking into it or something.
It's I think, isn't it like once you buy something, it's wholly yours?
Yes and no. I think there's some. I don't know enough about laws to go into it, but I think
neither do I.
that's just
my
I remember
guess.
reading a while ago an article that said it's not illegal. It's just kind of
It's just
gray area.
yeah. It's like,
But I mean, like, it's harmless in a way. I mean,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
there's spoilers involved, so you don't have to look at the data mines. But at the same time, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like you're not taking that data and making it your own and putting it out there. You're just looking into what the files leak.
And the thing about data mining at this point is like any game that's ever to game has been data mined.
At this point, yes.
So if you're putting a game out there with the thought of no one's going to data mine this, you are ignorant.
Yep.
People are going to data mine your game because that's just what we do nowadays.
Pretty much. But like, and they expect it, and they put as much defense in there as they can, which is their right.
I like the people who kind of give players rewards for data mining. Have you ever heard of? This is going a bit off topic. We'll return to Pokemon in a bit. Have you ever heard of Yandere Simulator?
Oh boy, have I, and boy do I not like talking about it because of we talk about that it exists. Did the creator reward people for data mining it? I guess is what I'm asking.
The creator, I won't go into details, but the creator essentially made a character that only appears and talks to you when you data mine. And it's essentially a character that says, hey, don't do that. Like it's a character that tells you, hey, there are like secrets here that you probably shouldn't be digging around for. Could you stop? And then the character disappears. And if you do it again, it's like, okay, well, I'm just going to shut down your game. And then every time you log in, it like shuts it down, crashes you. There are ways around it, absolutely. No system is without its flaws. But it was kind of cool that some games leave hidden Easter eggs.
So, just got a message.
Yeah, what up?
Matt LeBlanc really is on Top Gear.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he really is.
Oh.
Huh. Wait, so is Chris Evans? That doesn't seem...
Yeah.
That doesn't seem real.
I love how you have people to just kind of
Yeah.
message you and say, hey, you're wrong.
It wasn't in his IMDb profile, so it could be true.
Yeah. Oh, you look it up?
Yeah, I'm going
all
to do it.
Cool. But all right, let's sorry about the derailing. Let's go back to Pokemon.
Yeah.
Because that's
fun.
By
all means, because
that's
Pokemon's
fun.
awesome.
I did want to know though, what's your team in Diamond and Pearl specifically?
Diamond and Pearl. Well, the current stream, it's shaping up to be Torterra,
okay,
Staraptor.
All right.
Who else do we have? We have what will be Bronzong.
Okay.
Float Soul eventually. It'll be
Float Soul.
I was determining what to go with on that front with water type, and somebody suggested Buizel into Float Soul. I wanted maybe Shellos into Gastrodon, but the ground typing coverage I already have with Torterra, so I said, you know what, I haven't done Float Soul in a while. Why not?
Okay.
We have currently a Luxio, which will be a Luxray, which I love Luxray.
Yeah.
And then the last one, if everything works out, will be Glaceon.
Glaceon.
I love the evolutions. Leafeon is my favorite. Glaceon is my second or third favorite, and that position switches with Sylveon back and forth.
Yeah, I get that.
And then, but I don't hate any of them.
Yeah.
Like, because you can't. They're just amazing.
Well, you can't.
No, I can't.
Yeah, I can.
You could if you'd like.
Absolutely.
Okay. Do you?
Well, yes. I don't like the evolutions except for Flareon. I have a soft spot for Flareon, but the other ones are just like I never use them, and I don't think their design is adorable.
Sylveon is really adorable.
You know what? Sure.
So is Eevee though. Like Eevee is adorable.
Yeah, sure.
That's my thought again.
Yeah,
I understand that, but I like them because they are pure types, but they're not bad pure types.
Yeah.
So like they
nice.
always have a bad set. They have an identical breakdown of stats, base stats.
Yeah.
With those switching around. So like the biggest issue Flareon has, unfortunately, is that its attack is its highest stat, but it's a fire type, which has very few fire type physical attacks.
It's a lot of special attacks in that regard.
But like Umbreon has super high defenses and equally good attack and special attack.
Yeah.
And I think its speed it's always
which one?
Pull it up.
Doesn't Vaporeon has the highest speed, right?
HP. So some of them actually overlap because they've run out of combinations that work.
Yeah.
Let me look it. I'm going to look at the stat breakdown. It's always the same for each evolution, just depending on where the stats go. So Vaporeon has 130 as its base stat. These are arbitrary for those who don't understand, and I'm sorry. So there's always a 130 stat, a 110 stat, a 95 stat, 265 stats, and a 60. So Vaporeon's defense is awful.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Its HP, though, is 130. It's really good. But for context, Blissey's is 220. Blissey is an HP sink.
Yeah.
But anyway, and Vaporeon's second best stat is its special attack. And that's how you classify the evolutions. Is by their best and second best stats.
Yeah.
So when we're looking at, I believe, Sylveon, its best stat is its special defense, followed by its special attack.
Which is pretty good.
Which is interesting. It's an interesting choice. Leafeon also suffers with the attack is strongest stat,
but
followed
not
by
a lot.
speed, I believe.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, let me double check.
Wait, doesn't No, wait. It's the electric one.
Sorry.
Voltron.
Jolteon. No, I was wrong. Leafeon has best defense followed by second best attack, which isn't bad for a grass type actually.
No, it's not.
Its special defense suffers a little.
A grass tank is pretty good because a grass tank can get status effects out.
Yeah, but also there's enough grass coverage moves that Leafeon can get, like Razor Leaf and Leaf Blade. You don't need anything but Leaf Blade. I believe there. Then there's a way to get Seed Bomb on it. So
sweet.
Yeah, in Generation 7 you can get Seed Bomb on there.
There was one. Jolteon has the highest speed, right?
I believe you are correct on that because I'm going to double check, but I'm pretty sure it's speed and special attack.
Yeah.
Speed and special attack.
Which makes and consider
as electric type.
Which is funny because, high attack for Flareon, high attack for Leafeon, but Jolteon is the one that has the pure type that has special attacks, and the special attack be fitting of that pure type.
Yes. Well, so do Sylveon, Espeon, and Vaporeon.
So what I'm saying is, why doesn't Flareon have better stats? Why can't my favorite be good?
You know what? I'm pretty sure I don't know the answer to that. That's just how they designed it.
There's nothing
Flareon
I can
goes
do about
attack
that.
and special defense, which isn't a bad combo because a lot of things that are gonna be weak against
are special attacks,
except for the ground and rock type.
Except for the ground and rock, but like the water.
The water is what you kind of worry about, and it gets in later generations. Flareon got better because of Fire Fang and Flare Blitz.
Yeah. What about Flame Wheel? Right, Flame Wheel is also
Flame Wheel. He can't get.
Oh, he can't.
Flame Wheel is one of those things that you can. Wow, Flareon can learn Superpower.
Oh,
the fighting type move, which is great coverage. The other thing about evolutions, all of them can learn Shadow Ball.
All of them.
Not Eevee, but
a lot of Pokemon can learn Shadow Ball.
Yeah, and Shadow Ball's a great coverage for a lot of things that you just don't see coming.
Yeah,
like that psychic typing, which is nasty. Yeah,
Shadow Ball is wonderful for that.
It is, but the evolutions all follow that same 130, 110, 95, 65, 65, 60. They all follow that to some degree. Eevee doesn't, but Eevee's not in evolved form.
Yeah, Eevee's the special case. We can let that one slide. It's the precursor to the rest.
Yeah, pretty much. And I think Glaceon and Espeon share the same top stat, but their secondary stats differ. Yes. Espeon is special attack followed by speed. Glaceon is special attack followed by defense.
Yeah.
Which it desperately needs that defense.
Yeah.
Steel, fighting, rock. Those are its weaknesses.
Fire, right?
Fire, but that's special.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. We're talking about physical.
Steel, fighting, rock. Those are all physical heavy attackers.
And they're going to decimate.
They would. So having that extra defense is not bad.
It is good.
Somebody doesn't like evolving their Eevees. And you know what? That's fine.
Yeah, I think that's chill. Like Eevee doesn't
Eevee's adorable. If I were to have a Pokemon pet, it'd be an Eevee.
I'd want a Gibite or Gibble.
You want a Gibble?
I want a Gibble.
You know those things are insatiable, right? They eat and eat and eat and eat and eat.
Yeah.
It's all mouth.
I'd still want a Gibble because I think
they're adorable.
And I also think that Garchomp is the best Pokemon.
But as a house pet, I think an Eevee would be perfect.
Oh yeah, probably. But, Eevee would be perfect as a house pet. Gibble would kind of be that house pet where you walk into someone's house and you're like, that's your pet, and you kind of
it'd be going waddle over because
yeah. And it's kind of cute, but then throughout the course of the night, it's like it just keeps eating my food. I don't know what to do. Do I feed it? Do I not?
Missing?
Yeah,
Gibble got hungry.
That'll happen. My apologies.
Yeah. And how many couches have you gone through in the past month? Stop counting after the fourth.
We have a well-paying job.
we have to.
Gibble is an expensive Pokemon. Gibble would be an expensive pet.
You know who's an expensive Pokemon?
Meow?
Snorlax.
Oh, okay.
Feeding that thing.
Woo! That would be when it's not sleeping, it's eating.
Yes, that's all it does.
Yeah,
sleep and eat and sleep and eat and sleep and eat.
Well, on the upside, you could feed it trash. You could feed it like your fruit scraps, but that probably wouldn't be enough to feed it. Oh, that wouldn't work. Oh, that would be really expensive.
Yeah, you just give it leftovers and then it'll just keep eating.
Just give it leftovers.
Yeah. So, quick question for you.
Yeah, what up?
Is Leo coming?
I don't know. It'd be
Leo's been awfully quiet tonight, folks.
Yeah, no, Leo, he's been here for a while now. No, he hasn't.
He really hasn't.
It's weird, right? Because he said, yeah, no, after the meeting, I want to come down and join.
Yeah, he was at a special important super meeting for nerds.
Yeah, so, but now it's 9:30. We're 30 minutes left in the episode.
Pretty
and
much.
He hasn't arrived yet. And it's nothing like disalarming, but he's a nice guy. He's a chill guy, and I would love if y'all could
I'd
meet
love him to be here too,
Yeah.
because I wanted to talk nerdy with him.
You know where you can meet him, though? You can meet him at the World's End recording booth. Say it. Not the same channel, because this is a YouTube stream.
Well, it's also on the WLMC stream.
Yeah,
of course.
WLMC stream. We're on every Tuesday, 6 to 8.
Yep, 6 to 8.
We're playing a lot of baby making music for your enjoyment.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do play a lot of the smooth sort of.
It is exclusively like R&B. Well,
It's super chill to listen to,
It's a
guys.
lot of chill
It
music.
really is.
A lot of, it's nice, and we have a good time. We talk about stuff. It's mostly music, but towards the second half, we typically have kind of like a discussion-based program. Last time we talked about Black Panther and kind of
which we started at Black Panther like an hour ago and then kind of got off the rails, but that happens. It really does. But yeah, I'm going to see that tomorrow night. It's going to be super cool.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Yep, I'm going with my wife and a couple of our
Black
friends.
Panther dies.
No, he doesn't. Like he just straight up doesn't. Because like he's literally in the Avengers movie that's coming up in like April.
Yeah.
So yeah. No, but I've heard it's really, really good and I really want to see it.
Yeah, I think it's a great movie. If you want to hear my full thoughts on the matter, World's End recording booth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second plug in less than a minute.
I am making headway in this show.
Shameless plugs are.
I am breaking ground. You know what else I want to do?
What?
I want to share my Pokemon Diamond team.
Oh yes, we got stuck on that, didn't we?
I'm really proud of my team.
Okay, go for it.
And it was really bad. So my first Pokemon, I started with Chimchar into Infernape.
Yep.
And I ended with Infernape, Staraptor, Luxray.
Yep.
Those three carried me all the way to the 8th gym.
Oh yeah.
They're
great.
They were beast. After that, I added a what's his name? Garchomp.
Garchomp.
I added Garchomp down the line. I added a Snorlax for Surf in order to get to the Victory Road.
Yeah.
And then my final Pokemon ended up being what it ended up being? I feel like I caught it on Victory Road just to fill that extra slot. No, I didn't. The last one was a Lapras. No, sorry. Last one was Lucario.
Ooh, Lucario.
Yeah, I had Lucario for that fighting type coverage.
Yep, that is really good. No, wait, you already had fighting type.
Yeah, but I like fighting type. Okay. If I was a gym leader, it would be fighting or steel.
Those are really cool types.
I love steel for the defensive coverage, absolutely. I love fighting because of the move sets they have. They have these really interesting give and take moves.
I love that steel got a boost in 6th generation.
Oh, so wonderful.
So Fairy was introduced, and I love the Fairy type. It's a great type.
Yeah.
And it, was strong against Dragon, Fighting, Dark, the things that really needed to get a whap in the face because they were too strong.
Yeah.
But it also was weak to two types that really needed a boost offensively.
Which was Steel and Bug, right? Poison.
Steel and Poison.
Steel and Poison.
Yep, they needed that boost offensively, so they needed to get a little bit of extra. Yeah.
Which was really nice. I
think Poison's still kind of. It's a great secondary type.
Absolutely. I think Poison is. It's a great secondary type, as you said. I've never encountered a Poison primary where I've said, yeah, I'll rock with that. I don't think I've ever encountered. Is Beedrill Poison primary or Poison secondary?
It's Poison secondary. It's Bug Poison, but
okay.
In the world of Pokemon, secondary type isn't a thing. You are both types fully.
Well, yeah.
So
that's true.
but we assign them primary and secondary based on what position they are put in the Pokemon's profile.
Well, that does affect the Pokemon. Doesn't it?
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. You're still going to get the same type attack bonus stab on your attacks. You're going to have the same weaknesses and stuff. It doesn't change that. I feel like it's kind of what the Pokemon is more thematically.
Yeah.
So like Beedrill is more thematically a bug with poison in it rather than a poisonous thing
with bug in it.
Yeah, it's...
Muck is a pure poison.
Muck? Which Muck?
Oh, they did. Yeah, they did in
Alolan
Alola.
Muck. Alolan Muck is dark poison, and it's super cool. So Alolan Muck carried me through Sun and Moon when I wasn't using Decidueye because it's super cool.
Yeah.
And you know what's great about Alolan Muck?
What?
It's a friendly Pokemon.
Oh, is
it's
it?
a super friendly Pokemon. In the lore,
Yeah.
they use the Alolan Grimers and Mucks as garbage.
Oh.
Garbage helpers.
Yeah.
They help take out the garbage and they eat it because they
Oh,
love eating it.
that's
Although,
nice.
and they love being friendly with people. And,
Yeah.
But it's still Grimer and Muck, so they're kind of sticky and sludgy.
Yeah.
But
Too
but
bad.
If you don't feed them garbage, they get angry.
Oh.
They get a little annoyed and they'll eat random stuff. But,
Okay. Too bad Mimikyu didn't get that amount of attention.
Mimikyu is surprisingly popular. I mean,
No, in the Pokemon lore, he's not.
he's
In the
Pokemon lore, Mimikyu does not kind of exist. It's weird. Like they're unsure whether it exists or not.
Really?
Well, during Acerola's trial, one of your jobs. That's another thing about going back to trials. You had to take photos with your Rotom Dex.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah, you have to take a picture of Mimikyu.
Yeah.
But Acerola herself was like, well, I've only seen it kinda. Not really sure if it's really there, but
Yeah.
try to take a picture of it anyway. And it's fine. And Acerola is really great.
Yeah. Oh, she's absolutely my favorite.
She's so cool.
She's so wonderful.
I really like Mallow because I really like cooking. It wouldn't be a Talking Nerdy episode if I didn't bring up food. So you're welcome.
We almost made it the whole 2 hours without.
It wasn't gonna happen. But yeah, no. I really like cooking, and she's like really spunky. Like, ooh, let's try that ingredient.
Yeah.
Is it edible? We're gonna find out. The Pokemon are eating it, so it must be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, great mentality. Yeah, she's fun. She's spunky.
All of the trial leaders were agreeable people.
Yeah, no, they're all really fun.
Actually, the anime Pokemon Sun and Moon, I haven't watched the anime in a long time. I love the original season of Pokemon.
Yeah.
In my heart forever, man.
Mm-hmm.
I will always strive to be the very best, like no one ever was. But
Yeah.
exactly. I kind of lost interest in Black and White when they really kind of messed up.
Oh, that's where they messed up? Black and White?
Yeah.
Not earlier?
No. Well, for me, I loved Diamond and Pearl, the adventures. They were really good.
I liked Paul.
Paul was a pretty good rival.
He was the only thing I liked about Diamond and Pearl.
Really?
Yeah. And I've gone on hours talking about how much I love Paul.
He's the perfect anti-Ash.
Oh, absolutely.
He really is.
He's wonderful.
They can see eye to eye, and they grow to understand each other. But
how they kind of get to the same goals
Yeah.
are completely opposite ways, and it's really great juxtaposition.
it really is, and Paul does things that are questionable. There are things that he does that
Absolutely.
are you really shouldn't, but from his point of view, you understand.
Yeah, and I like how Paul, he does these questionable things, but he gets results.
He does, and he does, and for the majority of his Pokemon, they accept that this is the way things are done.
Yeah.
The way he treated Chimchar was not good.
No, not at all.
Chimchar needed the Ash approach rather than the Paul approach.
And that's just because Chimchar was a wimp, but that's another that's another conversation.
Infernape turned into a real strong fighter.
Okay, Infernape was a beast.
Yeah.
But we all know Infernape was a beast because Paul got to him first. Because Paul is literally amazing.
Sure.
I love him.
I know
Have
you
you
do.
seen his purple hair?
Yes. I
It
have.
matches his purple everything else.
But anyway, my point I was making with the anime,
going.
5th generation was just a flop. It really...
Yeah.
6th generation was pretty good. I liked the more mature approach they took to it. And then they did this whole going back to more kid friendly.
Yeah.
But it works. Because first of all, it's got Lily, and Lily is
Lily's
Bae.
amazing.
Lily is Bae. People call her Lily Bae.
I don't think you can say that about a 12-year-old.
I don't know if it's meant in that way, but she's super awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Lily's awesome. What's her brother's name?
Gladion.
He's
so
him.
edgy. It's great.
He is okay. I was in love with him from the second that I fought him in the games, and he did that thing where he held his hand in front of his face,
Yeah.
and it was like, oh, he does that, and then he did it more and even more, And
he fits so much with his Lycanroc. It's yeah.
Oh, it's so great.
But yeah, no, in the anime, Lily's really all the characters are really awesome. They really focus on character growth on all of them.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's like 6 of them. There's Ash, of course.
Yeah.
But then you've got Lily.
Yeah.
And then Mallow,
Yeah,
Sophocles, Kwawe, and Lana.
Yeah, yeah.
And you've got these 6 people in the classroom. They're all getting their own unique personalities. Plus, Kukui is just like, he's awesome.
Yeah, why?
Kukui's straight up awesome.
Kukui's the greatest.
He's super awesome. I
haven't seen the new one. I haven't seen anything of the new one yet. Is Team Rocket back?
Of course, they never
Okay.
go away.
Okay, cool.
It was interesting in 5th generation. They became competent, and then they stopped.
And then they somehow digressed.
They became competent, and then now they're basically ruled by a Beware.
Yeah.
No, I'm not kidding. Like, Beware is the comic relief of amazing comic relief. Like, Team Rocket is about to succeed, and Ash and Co. have no hope.
Yeah.
Seemingly, Beware comes in out of nowhere. Nowhere. Beware will run across the ocean, grab them, and run back to its home. Beware will fly in on an airplane that it hitched a ride on, drop down, grab them, and bolt off in the distance. Beware is the new blasting off. We're blasting off in a new way. That's what they say.
Yeah, yeah.
It is so amazing.
All right, maybe I need to watch
makes
this.
me happy. Like, Beware will literally come in, stop an attack from like their Pokemon, just stop the action, come out unscathed, smile a little bit, grab them under his arms, and book it. But Beware only wants to take care of Team Rocket. It feeds them, provides them shelter.
What?
Yeah, this Beware.
This sounds amazing.
It's so
Why does this
funny,
sound like
dude.
the best thing ever?
It's really, really funny. So funny. And they started to fight back, and then they just accepted at this point. They're just like, okay.
It's just a part of their life now. There's nothing they can
whenever
do.
they get taken with their faces, just like, this is our lives now.
Yeah, yeah.
But of course, they're still breaking the 4th wall. Don't worry.
Oh,
They have to.
thank goodness. That's just their thing.
It is.
It's they're so
good.
amazing.
But yeah, no, the new season of that's coming out later this month.
Yeah, yeah.
Or in the US. It's been continuing on in Japan for ages.
Yeah.
Because they get all the cool stuff first. But yeah, no, and what was really cool, the last 2 episodes of Sun and Moon, it's going to be Ultra Sun and Moon next because natural progression.
Yeah, yeah. That makes
no,
sense.
Yeah, I believe the trailer showed Ash seeing Cosmog for the first time and picking Cosmog up.
Ooh.
Cosmog, for all you out there, let me tell you something about Cosmog.
Does he weigh like 1,000 pounds?
Cosmog weighs about 0.2 of a pound. So there's basically nothing to it.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Cosmoem, you know what Lily carries in her backpack?
Yeah.
2,200 pounds.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And then Solgaleo and Lunala weigh more than that. Solgaleo weighs less than that. Cosmoem is like a black hole.
Yeah.
Super dense and super tiny. My theory is that gravitational, it kind of is neutrally buoyant.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it repels gravity completely.
Oh, okay, I can see that.
Maybe. I mean, it's a legendary Pokemon. Let it be.
My theory is that they just hire Thor to grab it and take it everywhere.
Maybe. But Thor's only that way with Mjolnir. Thor isn't as strong as the Hulk, actually, I don't think.
Really?
Yeah, I think the Hulk is stronger. Yeah. Lily's the strongest 12-year-old ever. Probably. And I think she's actually 11, because 11 is when your trials are. So 11 years old. Ooh, but Ash.
What a badass.
But Ash.
We don't talk about Ash's age.
Ash is the strongest 10-year-old in the world.
Probably, yeah.
Must be. Actually, he's 11 now. I take that back. He's strong. You know, he has Talonflame rest on his shoulder, and Talonflame weighs, like 50-something pounds.
So he just has 50 pounds on his shoulder and doesn't even care.
54 pounds. Talonflame just weighs. And he goes like this, and it's sitting on his arm. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Remember that episode where he had Hippopotas on his head? In his 4th generation?
4th gen. Is that the first evolution or second?
First.
First. Yeah, what about it?
Hippopotas weighs 110 pounds.
You're kidding me.
Pikachu weighs like 20. That's how he got trained, because Pikachu's always on his shoulder. Yep.
So he's been training since day
Sorry,
one.
Pikachu's 15 pounds, but still.
Okay. He's been
but-
training since day one.
Yeah, he's been carrying around all these heavy Pokemon like it's nothing.
You gotta be fit to be a trainer, man.
Yeah, well, just think about it. He walked all over 6 regions. He didn't catch rides. I mean, he got on bicycles every once in a while, but like, he walked.
Well, it was at the very least, when they showed in the show, it was very rare where he would be on a train, in a car, in a bus, or on a bike.
And the
For
only
most
times
part,
he was on it, like the
walking.
mode of transportation he takes the most,
Yeah,
bus.
no,
Boat. There's a boat.
boat.
Sure. Boats are like buses for the ocean.
Yeah, boat bus.
But boats, because, or, you know, and even then, like Lapras half the time. No,
Lapras must be uncomfortable.
No,
to
Lapras,
sit on.
in its description says Lapras loves giving people rides.
Well,
on its back.
no. Sorry, not Lapras is uncomfortable. It must be uncomfortable to sit on Lapras.
You know, you say that, but they, I'm sure there's spots in the shell where you can settle in. Those are kind of probably like saddle horns where you sit and you put the saddle horn between your legs so like it holds you in place.
Well, yeah, I can see that, but like whenever I just see them sitting,
It's
I can't
not
help
sharp,
but to think.
it's blunt.
It's blunt, but like it's big and there's a lot and they're all around you.
Yeah,
And they're at angles and it's weird. So when I think
Who
about
knows?
who knows? I mean, it could be the most comfortable thing in the world. Every
It
time
probably
I
is.
saw it, I thought to myself, wow, that looks uncomfortable.
You can also just hold on and go in the ocean too. So if you need a break, I guess.
That's a good
But
point.
they've been introducing planes more because Kalos and Alola are flights from Kanto.
Yeah.
So you have to actually fly. They did take a blimp once though. They took a dirigible to it was, I forget where they took it, but it was I think it was actually in 4th generation. No, it was 3rd. They took it to some kingdom, the kingdom of the Togepis or something like that. I kid you not. Yeah. Or did they take it to the Orange Islands? I can't remember. It might have been the Orange Islands they took the blimp.
Oh, the Orange Islands.
The Orange Islands were fun.
Okay, can you explain something to me?
Yeah.
What was up with that GS ball?
So it was a MacGuffin that never came through. So they were going to...
No!
So it did and it didn't. The GS ball was supposed to have Celebi in it. They were supposed to have Celebi as part of the anime.
Yeah.
Celebi ended up getting its own movie.
Yeah.
So Kurt just kept the GS ball.
Okay.
It when they give out Celebis in game, it was in the GS ball
Okay.
because that's what the gold silver, so clever. No, it was meant to be Celebi, but Celebi got a movie instead of part of the storyline.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay, well, that's one mystery debunked,
that is.
disappointingly. So,
Yeah,
we have been talking about Pokemon for like the last hour.
I'm not surprised. I do it all the time.
Dude, this has been the funnest.
It's so great.
It's been the most fun I've had talking
Yeah.
about Pokemon for a long. This is the most fun I've ever had being consistently wrong. Like I think I've been noticing how many times I say something and immediately after you say, "Nah, but it was like this," and I'm like, "Oh,
No, I
Whoops.
apologize. It's just
well, no,
accuracy.
please correct me." But again, like I'm not trying to lie to get anything
No,
out of
it's-
it. I'm just saying things
and
as
the reason
I
I
remember.
know these things is the exact way you learn them. Someone's like, "Well, actually, this is how it goes." I'm like, "You're kidding?" And they're like, "No, here." I'm like, "Dude,
Yeah,
that's crazy."
like I'm just saying things as I remember them.
No, yeah. Memory is a very funny thing. It's hardly ever accurate and does nobody any favors.
Very, very, very fickle.
The human brain. Remember, terminal case of human condition. Yeah, that's something we've got.
Bad memory is one of the symptoms.
Yep, and it only gets worse as you age.
As terminal, what do we call it? Terminal humanity? Terminal.
You have
the
a terminal case
of the human condition. As your terminal case of the human condition worsens with
Yeah.
age, so do the symptoms.
Oh yes, it's very true.
And tragic. So tragic.
It happens.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a part of the human condition.
It really, really is.
I think that's the
But
best
you know
way
what
you
the
can
best part of the
describe
human
it.
condition is?
What is
we
it?
come up with crazy stuff.
All the time.
It's amazing.
We
And-
come up with stuff like Pokemon.
Exactly. We did that. As a human race, there are people who came up with this thing that a huge percentage of the population loves.
Yeah.
You know,
and an
it's
even
interesting.
larger of the percent of the population, at the very least, knows it.
Yep, it's Pikachu is pretty recognizable. People are
Yeah.
like, oh, Pikachu, Pokemon.
It's iconic.
Yeah.
In the best sense of the word.
Yeah, and the best part about it is it's these two people took something, made it something that a lot of people can enjoy, and now they're marketing what was once for kids to both children and adults, and they're doing it well.
It bridges this like generational gap.
It's timeless in a way.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And timeless is probably the best way.
I mean, Dialga is the master of time, Palkia is the master of space, and Arceus is just the god of all. So, you know. So they have the power.
Yeah.
So they're obviously doing something right.
Oh, clearly.
They master time and space and God.
Okay, that's always something I never was sat well with me.
Mm-hmm.
Throw a ball at God, you got God.
So Arceus is the god of Pokemon.
Yes.
It is the one who created. So I'm going to wrap this up in like 2 minutes or less.
Yeah.
Arceus is the god of Pokemon. Arceus created Pokemon. Although they theorize Arceus created Mew.
Yeah.
And Dialga and Palkia.
Yeah.
Mew is the genetic base for all Pokemon.
Yeah, yeah.
Arceus also needed to make keepers for Dialga and Palkia so they wouldn't keep fighting forever. So he created the Lake Spirits.
Yeah.
Mesprit, Uxie, and Azelf.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, then the Pokemon world continued. Arceus didn't create the world.
Yeah.
Arceus created Pokemon. Then because Arceus created Pokemon, Arceus itself is a Pokemon.
Yeah, okay. I get that. I
And
guess.
also, Arceus has fragments of itself in the world. That's what the plates are. So the Draco plate, the Ice plate,
Yeah.
Sky plate, those that change its type.
Yeah.
Those I believe, are fragments of Arceus.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's really cool. I appreciate
Yeah, I mean,
that.
they don't
like
really
that.
super explore the lore. It's
Yeah.
not something that appeals to a lot of people who like the Pokemon games.
Yeah, we don't go for the lore. We go to chase our rivals. We go to beat
go to
gym
have an
battle.
adventure.
We go to like drool over Cynthia. We do all that.
Oh, yeah. No. Yeah. Cynthia is...
That's why
Cynthia is my Pokemon waifu.
that's why Gen 4 is my favorite gen.
Cynthia is the strongest champion. Super awesome. A badass. Super kind. And
She
also
used-
Pokemon waifu.
uses a Garchomp.
Yep.
That's okay. I think that's the
Cynthia has consistently appeared in more generations than any other champion.
It's really interesting how many times she's appeared in games that are not her own.
Yeah.
After
Because everybody loves Cynthia.
everyone loves Cynthia.
Quick
She's
note
great.
before we end.
What up?
They printed a Cynthia card in the new set of Pokemon cards, Ultra Prism.
Yeah.
The full art version of that card is worth $90.
Yeah, I can
Well,
believe
the
it.
card is amazing. It does really, it's mechanically good, but it's also a collector item.
But it's also Cynthia.
That's why it's
Are
$90.
you're gonna pay less than 90 for Cynthia? No,
No.
never.
I'm going to try to open it out of a pack, if anything, actually. I cannot spend $90 on a card. I don't have the funds for that.
I don't have the willpower for that.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be able
It would
to
hurt me
Yeah.
on multiple levels. Like, I love Cynthia.
Yeah.
I don't love her to the point where I'm going to spend $90 on a card.
I wouldn't be able to click buy. I wouldn't be able to click add to cart.
No,
be-
no. I will look at it longingly, and if I got one, I'd be happy. But like,
I would rub my finger
It's
gingerly
textured,
across the screen.
no, the
As I-
card itself
as
is
I wish-
textured.
Oh,
They
That's
do
so
a really
cool.
good job on their cards. But anyway, thank you so much for listening, everybody.
Oh, yeah,
We've been
yeah,
on-
yeah.
We waffled on far too long.
a bit.
Far too long. But that's okay. This is what happens when you get nerds in a room. We will talk.
I mean,
We can continue
yeah.
talking.
At the very least, we hope you enjoyed the show.
Oh,
Continued support is always appreciated, as always.
Yep. If you're on YouTube, please hit that sub button and hit the little notification bell. That's something I always forget because they changed up how it works.
Yeah.
Notification bell will always let you know when I start a stream, whether it be a game stream or the Talking Nerdy stream. And I'm not just playing Pokemon. I'm probably going to end up after we beat Platinum. Of course, we don't stop halfway through.
Yeah.
Now after I beat Platinum, we'll move on to something else. So I'm
Yo.
always looking for suggestions on that.
Near Bloodborne.
I can't do console games. So I don't have a capture card.
Okay.
So I'm on emulation land for right now.
Okay, gotcha.
And they're also really easy to run on my computer. My poor little computer. But
get
anyway,
that.
thank you so much for listening. You have been listening to Talking Nerdy, the nerdiest of talk shows, where I asked my guests to talk nerdy to me. This has been Frost and Kwawe, and we're just so happy you came and joined us tonight.
Very appreciative.
Thank you so much for listening. We will see you next week.
Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen.